Talk to you.
Live stream time, baby. What's up, crew?
Kicking it off. UiPath, PATH, and Microsoft.
Oh, right off the bat. Jordan, what's your handle on X? Ace the Kid TA, baby. Right. It's right there. It's right there right by my name. Right. That way. How we doing, crew?
Beautiful Wednesday, fellas.
Beautiful Wednesday. Beautiful trades this morning. Here I can get my screen.
New highs.
New highs.
We're about to hit
Marcus
half
just
back at the
cooking.
drawdown.
Just a slow cook up. And then get
I need to go play this Counter-Strike, whatever it is, with Rizzo. That's what I really need to do.
That would be the move. Why didn't it?
I will shoot the shit out of you, Rizzo.
1 second, I'm about to get my screen up. I sent myself the wrong link. Of course. Okay. There we go.
Mr. Clean Chart.
Mr. Clean Shots. Put them up there. Get you there, Joe. What's up, Brett? DJ King. David Frazzi, everybody. Where's Colin? I think Colin's in the chat too. What's up, Colin? Brent's here. Sabrina's here. Everybody's here. Let's go. We need some music, don't we? A little bit of something in the background. It's too quiet. What a morning. Can you guys believe I played short?
Dude, the only trades I took were short scalps off of.
I took a very small
doubles.
short. I wanted more. I wanted to get continuation of midnight open and maybe London low, but took profits into the sell side. It was a smaller trade. I was able to take it on my live and my alpha future funded, so that was good. But light trade on the live. I'm always a little less risky on the live because it's a much smaller account than what I'm trading with on the funded.
Pull up path. Look at that. Look at that boy go.
Let me see. Oh, hello. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
News. Followed Ryan too. Yeah, good. You're definitely going to be following Amp up there.
Let's go.
This tab is killing me. I can't find it anywhere.
What is the YouTube link, please? I'll post the YouTube link for you in the X chat. So anybody that's in the X chat that for some reason can't find the YouTube link, even though it is on the Wolf Trading timeline, I'll post it literally in the X chat for you. Make it super easy. Give me 1 second. Okay, you'll see it from my account. There you go. Should be in the X chat. All goody there. I don't need this microphone anymore.
I forgot I have a meeting at literally 1:30, so I'm here for 10 more minutes.
Oh, you're good. No worries. We'll be live till we're closed. So if you want to come back, we're here.
I don't know what will entail after that, but yeah.
The slow grind up. This isn't my right chart. Here we go. Next spot we have is this New York session high, but we already took it on ES, so I'm a little concerned there. But trading in this bigger time frame, hourly order block. I marked out. I'm watching the high of that, and then the New York session high. Those are the next spots I see for this market to go. If we're just gonna keep grinding higher.
Last higher time frame level I have is at 25.892. And then ES we're above all.
We have this beautiful breakaway gap that we ended up never having to trade into, and we just traded into this bearish spot when we retested here. Little tip for anybody that trades for value gaps, no matter what time frame, because time frame price is fractal, so it doesn't matter the time frame. On any time frame you see stacked for value gaps like this, especially after consolidation where you have no for value gaps, and then you have one for value gap with a lot of momentum, and then you have another one. A lot of people get confused on which one they should be trading into and finding an entry on. It's always this one, and I'll say why. Because this is a breakaway gap. Price can trade into this, but we always expect this breakaway 50% retracement. This is a 50% retracement of this entire range. We expect that to hold. So at most, I only want to see price tick up into here. I don't want to see any bodies closing in here. At most, we tick up to consequence encroachment and then reverse down. Okay. So that didn't even have to happen here. So all entries get taken here.
How big is this game?
All entries get taken here, and you're able to risk to that breakaway gap. Obviously, this is on a bigger time frame, but you can see this on lower time frames as well. So, little tip there.
Downloading like 230,000 updates. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of you.
Grind higher
No.
or reverse. No reason to reverse yet.
That's actually
so grind higher.
it's updating Steam.
Where is Rizzo? I sent him a link if he wants to hop on.
Rizzo's playing Counter-Strike, and I'm about to go shoot the shit out of him.
Good for him, honestly.
He's probably long all night, yeah. What's up,
Yeah, he
MTL?
already hit 500 plus points.
Yeah. Tesla was trading 430 last night. I haven't looked at Tesla too much, but look at her go. I love to see that. I hold a lot of Tesla long term, don't have any swings on, but love to see it. How's my Netflix? Getting another not great day, but not a horrible day either. It's managing. An example of a breakaway gap like I just kind of explained on the 4-hour time frame, that would be yesterday. The trade I took here. Same type of thing. A lot of people may have been sitting back waiting for entries here when I don't expect price to trade into that at all. And even if it needs to barely trade into it, I only expect wicks. That's why I find entries here. And I'm able to risk just under the 50% of this. Don't have to risk lows. I know we shouldn't be coming under this. If things are bullish, we took this all the way to, I believe these were the London highs. Yeah, these were the London highs. And then we have buy side here. And ended up getting stopped like right around here for 80 points on that. So that's an example of that on a lower time frame there. You can see it on any time frame, so it doesn't matter.
Do the options on this? Oh, I don't have an internet connection. Okay, that makes sense.
I can hear you now.
No, on my phone, I was
grabbing-
looking up. It connected to something else. I was looking up options, and there just wasn't a chain. There it is. Here we are.
Is this an evening star on SPY right now? I don't really. I guess I'm not the guy to ask for that, to be honest. Emp, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of is a little shooting star. Big upper wick. It's a really interesting area, actually. Above previous day's high, really you need to see it fell back under that before you get excited about anything. I'm just waiting on Trump to start talking here in a minute, and then
There's a name I'm trying to long right now. The spreads on the contracts suck, so I don't get filled. I'm not gonna shut the ticker. I'll shut the ticker. It's TRI, but right now I don't have a position.
Another example. This was this morning here. Just sub this again. Where do you want to find entries? That's second fair value gap. Never this one. After consolidation, first fair value gap with a lot of momentum. That we expect to be a breakaway gap. Let me remove this. You have 50% retracement of that gap. Entries go where? At that fair value gap. Risk can be just under. Targeting whatever buy side you have, which could have been any of these highs, or potentially you're going balls to the wall, targeting something like that. But it's a little much. Wouldn't be doing all that. But that was another example there from this morning. I didn't play that personally. I played the quick short to the downside this morning. I was really small. Was able to capitalize a bit more on my fundeds, which was nice, but I play a little bit smaller in my live account, so wasn't able to make a ton of money there, but still decent move. Never played that upside. Or good either. Ease what ease. Don't really have much interest in trying anything here. Looks like we have a little divergence at these highs. So thank you, taking out highs. ES not. It did take New York session high as well, so could be a little concerning here, but not something I'm like. This could easily get ran through. So don't think just because we have a little divergence at highs that we're going to get a full reversal.
what if we just drop like 200 points out of the sky here? Trump starts just railing on the Supreme Court in a minute.
If we want to,
Everything about this contract is good on paper, but hard to find it.
if we want to make this a breaker and we see price flush through this is when we could see another one of those sequences where we get like, two fair value gaps, and you're wondering which one. This could be another fair value gap here to be entering in, risking above this breaker, above that breakaway gap. If that happens, doesn't look like that's happening right now. You're getting a nice reaction from this area, but this is something we saw. What was it the other day? Yesterday, I believe. Forget when. There's so many setups. Yeah, similar here. Similar look here. Let's see if it's cleaner on a different time frame. Not really.
All right, I'll probably be back later. I gotta go hop on this meeting.
No worries, you're good, brother.
Yeah, I didn't get an entry on TRI. It's the contract is nice, but it's just not a liquid name. All right, I'll catch you guys.
Sounds good, brother. Similar thing here. Breakaway. Where's your entry? Never this. Always this. How do you risk it? Targeting whatever sell side liquidity. Right, blah, 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 whatever it is. Beautiful looks. Just finding all these examples. Market's slow. We're just slow grinding to this New York session high.
Oh.
Top of this order block right now.
Colin, I did see that that UPS plane that crashed in Louisville. I saw several like different, cell phone videos, and there was one of them. It was like, it was like inside of it was like security camera or something. It was wild.
So you can see this area getting respected. Not a breaker yet. Just have that marked in case it's turns into something like that. But if order flow is super bearish, you should be able to, break this whole structure here. All structure continues higher lows. No structure really broken at all. So no reason to short this market. Not yet. People say, but Jordan, there's SMT. It doesn't matter. Literally irrelevant here. Doesn't matter. Might matter later. Doesn't right
I'm just
now.
crushing some fried chicken right now.
Dude, I was crushing pozole.
I mean, I'm here,
man.
but I'm not gonna sit here and eat on camera.
No, you're good. That's why I crushed the pozole before we hopped on here. I was so hungry, and homemade pozole, there's just nothing. There's very few things better. I know you don't like soup though, but I love that shit. So good. So bomb. There's new highs.
840 is the halfback right here. The entire range.
BMNR once more. Oh boy. So at this point with BMNR, you just swept some sell side liquidity. You could see a bounce from here for sure. I wouldn't mind if we traded to these lows, but you definitely could see bounce from this area. You have big daily inversion here. Daily fair value. Yeah, you could see something spicy off these lows. You never know. I imagine we spend a little time here, though. I don't think it's just going to V bounce right up. I think we spend a little bit of time here, to be honest. Even if we end up going higher from here. Let me go back. If we are displacing through these lows, which you're not seeing yet, you don't see displacement. You see us trying to sweep this level, break and reclaim. If we were to see displacement, though, I think we tag these lows. So no displacement, yeah, which is a good sign for bulls. Rivian insane. Yeah, Rivian is doing my long-term portfolio quite well today. I bought the position recently, and I'm up 20% on the position. I just bought this, like, guys, literally, when was it? October 22nd, I bought some, and October 17th was my first purchase of Rivian. This is in the long term, though, so it's not like I'm selling any, but 20% already. That's beautiful. Gotta love it. Rivian's a stock that can fluctuate pretty well, though, so I'm not by any means like celebrating a ton. But yeah, Rivian's been on okay. Market ripping up to top of this hourly bearish order block. It's both Trump and Powell speaking. I don't know if Powell speaking. I think it's just Trump, but I'm not sure. I remember how you were talking about how you're long Rivian yesterday. Crazy. Yeah, I bought the position like a few weeks ago. Didn't think much of it. Just adding it to the long term. A small portion of my portfolio too. Not a huge portion. It's about 5% of my portfolio. I still have like a decent amount of money in there, but nothing crazy to rave about at all. But I'm happy with it. Tesla I can rave about. Tesla is ridiculous.
Yeah, Tesla new high, AMD new high.
Tesla I'm up over 100% on. I can't complain about anything in my long term.
Palantir's waking up a little bit.
Yeah, Palantir. Okay, NQ just grinding. Looks like we want these highs on NQ as well. I'm going to watch this order block. But it looks like we want to seek out these highs. And maybe we want to go test this breakaway gap now that we originally didn't need to test until we filled the gap, right? We need to go take that liquidity at this gap low. You can see I have it marked old week opening gap low. What gap was that? That was this gap that we left open, right? Buyers stepped in off of that area. Obviously, we did sell off more in after hours, but buyers really holding that area with the bodies of the candle. So liquidity has been taken, which means we can now trade back into this, like taking an entry here. Of course, this is a 4-hour time frame, but like taking a random short entry in this area, not valid anymore like it was when we first tested, right? Because we are more likely to trade into this gap now than we were here. We don't treat it the same. By the way, guys, for everybody, I updated the description in the YouTube. So if you guys just scroll down while you're watching the stream and look at the description, I have the link for Clear Edge. So for any, let me actually, I forgot to do this. Let me see if I can do it right now. 1 second. Let me see if I can do this right now. That would be ideal. All right, guys. I just updated that.
For those of you that blew your prop firm accounts today, use code WOLF.
Yep. 1 second.
Don't do it again. Don't fight the trend. Dude, my Amcor calls are going crazy again.
All right, guys. I got it all set up. Yeah, Amcor going nuts.
Trump's live.
Heard that. Yeah, be careful on any positions. I got it all set up. If you guys look at the description, should be easy. I threw the link for ClearEdge. If you guys, I know we did that conversation yesterday. A lot of you guys were interested in ClearEdge and automating your guys' trades. I threw that link in the description. It should just say wolf_ClearEdge there. So if you guys want to try it out, use code ACE for 20% off your first month there. Save some money if you guys want to get on the automation stuff. Remember, if you guys get at least what is it? It's the third plan they have. I believe it's the elite plan, but their third plan, you get that. You're able to obtain three different strategies with it as well. Oh, we throwing Trump on?
All right, I'm gonna turn the volume on as soon
Yeah,
as
we can throw that on.
As they stop playing the music, because I don't want to get tagged for the daggum monetization or copyright thing again. Jensen, that Jensen thing you had the other day, it tagged us 4 different times for copyright.
Stupid for that event, I know. He played a ton of
playing
music.
songs.
Yeah, it wasn't even ads either. It was literally the event, the songs he had for the stuff.
Like he transitioned. I went back and watched it. I was like, what in the world is going on? Oh. Dude, Trump is so funny. Look at him. And gave that right to me, and I proudly stand up next to you. Oh. Looks like you made it to yesterday's high on NQ. We got that 1% update though, Rizzo.
Did we really?
Wow, what a nice group. And I love Miami. I love to be with the people. Many of you are from Miami, but that's okay too. And I'm thrilled to be back in magnificent Florida, Miami, Florida, with thousands of incredible business leaders and true American patriots. That's what you are. We're gathered today on the 1-year anniversary of the single most consequential election victory. They say, this is them, this isn't me. I'm a very modest person. I would never say this. The single most consequential election victory in American history is possible. I mean, it's possible. We've done a lot. On November 5th, 2024, the American people reclaimed our government. We restored our sovereignty. We lost a little bit of sovereignty last night in New York, but we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. We rescued our economy, regained our liberty, and together we saved our country. On that magnificent night, 365 days ago, you know, I was with a group of very important people, and they say, think of it, last week, just last week, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, they said, you were campaigning 1 year ago. I said, no, it felt like I've been in this position for so long. And it's right. At that point, 1 year ago, I was actually campaigning. We did the McDonald's shot. Remember the McDonald's shot? We did the garbage truck shot. And actually, the McDonald's one was the biggest hit in the history of Google. Can you believe that? Number one, the garbage truck did well, but not as well. I guess there's something about McDonald's, right? But it worked, and we won a tremendous election. We won all 7 swing states. We won the great state of Florida, by the way, by 1.4 million votes, which is unprecedented. Biggest victory ever in Florida, including an 11-point victory right here in a place called Miami-Dade County. We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many decades. We won the Electoral College 312 to 226. And we won 86% of the counties in America. That's a big one. 2,700 to 525. I'd say that's called a landslide, right? We got more votes from African Americans than any Republican candidate in history. We also won a record share of votes from the incredible Hispanic American community. There might be a couple of us.
What's up, guys? I trimmed the
Biggest vote in
Tesla calls
history.
here for 50% of
And
$200
above
per
all,
contract.
we won
Game
a
earlier.
resounding mandate to make
Was that good?
America great again, which
Hit
is what we're
460,
doing.
baby.
And every day since, I've been fighting to turn the promise made into the ultimate promise kept. We're going to do our job. We have a big job to do. We've done really well. I think it's the best 9 months, they say, of any president. And I really believe that if we can have a few more 9 months like this, you'd be very happy. You'd be very satisfied. But it's been pretty incredible, with trillions and trillions of dollars being poured back into our country by other countries and other places and people. 1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's the hottest country. We are now in the hottest country anywhere in the world. And I'm pleased to report that today the United States has the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships, and the strongest spirit of any nation anywhere. We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that. But look at what's happening with all the factories, AI, auto plants all over the country being built. That if you would have thought about that 2 or 3 years ago, it was the opposite. They were all leaving. Now they're all coming in. They're all coming back and then some. And I think that we can honestly say, and I think you're going to see it even more so over the next 12 months, that this is the golden age of America. This is the golden age. In the prior 4 years, crooked Joe Biden oversaw less than $1 trillion investment in the United States. So in 4 years, less than, think of it, less than $1 trillion. That was not doing too good. In 9 months, I've secured commitments of over $18 trillion, and we're going to have $21 trillion within the first year. So Sleepy Joe did, think of that. In 4 years, he did less than $1 trillion. We're going to have $21 trillion in 1 year. I would say it's slightly better. Slightly, just a little bit better. The stock market is set 40-time all-time record highs, and just recently, record high, record high, record high. All of them. All
Sorry, I got
the
excited.
exchanges. GDP growth in the second quarter was an amazing, almost 4%. And it'll be 2% or 1%. And it's been really helped a lot by the tariffs. It's been really helped incredibly, because this is really a transition period. We went from a horrible, failed country to a tremendous success. It's a transition, and yet we did almost 4%, triple and even quadruple almost every other country anywhere in the world. Think of that. In the third quarter, we're on track to achieve an estimated 4.2, maybe more. Who knows? I think if you go a couple of years out, you're going to see numbers like you've never seen, because all of these places that are now under construction, they're being built, they're going to be open, and thousands of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs are coming in, even building them. But when they open, that's when you're really going to see the numbers. We're building some of the biggest buildings ever built anywhere in the world. The AI buildings, you know, they can cover displays of them. They can cover the island of Manhattan. They're so big. They literally can cover the island of Manhattan. In 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off of food stamps, which is a record. 1.9 million more American-born workers are employed today. Think of that. Almost 2 million American-born workers are employed today more than when I took office. That's 9 months ago. Can you imagine that? And I tell Republicans, if you want to win elections, you got to talk about these facts, you know. It's really easy to win elections when you talk about the facts. And we have more people working now than at any time in the history of our country. Right now, we have more people working. These are things you have to talk about. It doesn't just happen. You got to tell them. It's wonderful to do them, but if people don't talk about them, then you can do not so well in elections. Wages for workers are rising at the fastest pace in over 60 years. Those are workers, and that's what we love. We love the workers. Since I took office, wages for the typical factory worker are up $1,300. Construction workers' pay is up $2,200, and miners are up nearly $5,000 this year alone. And that's good because it's not, you know, such an extra cost to the company. It really isn't. Somebody would say, oh, what's going to cost more? The fact is that they're doing such business like they've never done. You're going to start seeing numbers coming out very soon that are going to blow your mind. Under Biden, we had the worst inflation in modern history. We had inflation that was so bad, costing the typical family about $33,000 over a period of time. Their policies send food prices up 23. They come in, you know, when I first came in, I was in for 3 days, and one of the fake news members, they're all back there. That's a lot of press. Fake news. They said egg prices are through the roof. I was there for 3 days, and this maniac, this lunatic person, happened to be a woman. Sir, what are you going to do about egg prices? And they'd gone up like 4 or 5 times. I said, well, you just told me it has a problem. And people weren't buying Easter eggs. You believe it? I said, we're buying Easter eggs for the White House, for the egg hunt, the famous egg hunt. But within a couple of months, we got them down. We have a great Department of Agriculture headed by Brooke Rollins, and we did a great job, and we got them down to the level they originally were a long time ago. And we have that in just about everything. And if we don't have it, we get them down. Their policies sent food prices soaring 23%, the Biden policies. And it wasn't him. It was the people surrounding him around the desk. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. Biden. How the hell did that happen? Well, I know how it happened. A rigged election. That's how it happened. Think of the damage done. Although I must tell you, but this is a much more powerful term. I mean, this is a much better term. In one way, it's bad to see how bad people. You're going to see the same thing in New York.
Was those entries that
Watch what
saved you?
happens in New York. Terrible. But you're going to see that same thing. And I hope it doesn't happen, but you're going to see it. Gas prices are surging to $5 a gallon, even higher, and mortgage rates skyrocketed by 152%. But under the Trump administration, all of that is changing. Prices are coming down very fast, and we're bringing them back to the beautiful part where you can have, and you can truly say, we're talking about the American dream again. You didn't used to hear that term. You heard it during my 4 years, and then it disappeared. Now you're hearing it again more than ever. Because we had the most successful economy in the history of our country during my first 4 years. We rebuilt the economy, cut the biggest tax cut in history. We had the biggest tax cut in history, the biggest regulation cut in history. That's why we had the great economy. And now the only difference is we're doing better this time. Actually, we're going to have a bigger, better, stronger economy the first 4 years. And that was the most successful economy in history. Gasoline prices have plummeted to the lowest in 2 decades, and we're going to soon see $2 gasoline. Think of that, $2 a gallon. It was up to $4.50, $5. And you know, when you get gasoline and you get oil and gas down, it's so big, it's so massive, the importance of it, that everything else starts to follow. And that's what's happening. Grocery prices are way down, and Walmart just announced that the cost of their standard Thanksgiving meal, this is the greatest. They're greatest, they're wonderful. They come out every year with how much does a Thanksgiving meal cost compared to last year, right? And it always goes up, up, up. It's 40%, 30% more. Is 25%
Oracle didn't
lower than
fill the
1
gap,
year
though.
ago. Isn't that great? That's a big deal, Rima. That's a big deal. I don't know if they care about that in Saudi Arabia, but here it means a lot. We got a princess here from Saudi Arabia. She's got a lot of cash. Serious cash, and she's a great person. So she doesn't care about the price of a turkey is down a little bit. You know, she doesn't have to worry about it.
Taking another trim here on Tesla.
March, the
Contracts
price
up
of eggs
another
is
$100
down
per contract gain at
85%.
7 here.
Energy prices are down, interest rates are down, despite the fact that we have a total nincompoop at the Federal Reserve. It was recommended by one of my real great people, who I'd never spoke to again. And the cost of the typical new mortgage is down by nearly $3,000 a year.
There's the
Day by
shots.
day, working America affordable again. It's going to be affordable again at a really record pace. And, you know, other people are going to take credit. All the mayors and all the governors, they're going to say what a great job. They didn't do a damn thing. Yet as we speak, the Democrats in Congress are trying to put all of this progress at risk and drag us back to the Biden policies of soaring prices, crushing energy costs, massive spending, open borders, let the world come into our country from prisons and from mental institutions, let them pour in, and rampant inflation. That's what Biden gave us, all of those things. With the reckless Democrat shutdown, virtually every Democrat in Congress has voted to hold the American people hostage in an effort to extort hundreds of billions of dollars in new spending. They're demanding free health care for illegal aliens that just came into our country from prisons and from mental institutions, and drug dealers and drug addicts, and they want to give $1.5 trillion in giveaways that would turbocharge rapid inflation again, as they did the first time. You remember that just a couple of years ago, 4 disastrous years we just had. They were the worst years. Meanwhile, the radical left Democrats are causing millions of Americans who depend on food stamps to go without benefits. They're forcing federal workers to go without paychecks, and they're stranding thousands of travelers at the airports. And you understand it, and they understand it. All because they want to return to the failed Biden policies that created, and also Obama policies. I watched him the other day up talking, well, Donald Trump is a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I just want to have a country that's great again. Is that okay? I'm not a mean person. He's a mean person. He's a divider. He's a divider. Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. And by the way, ask him how he's doing on his museum library.
What?
Hundreds of
His
millions
museum?
of cost overruns. It's come to a dead halt.
What is a museum?
He built it in not a particularly good location. He's not into real estate, you know. He doesn't know about
He's slurring words up here.
He doesn't know about location. But he built it in a location that's not going to be too good.
Donnie was talking about some mimosas on the golf course this morning.
It's way over budget.
Hanging out with the cart girl.
Newscomb in California. He's got a train that was supposed to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles, which is a stupid idea because an airplane is faster. I don't care how fast it goes. And they had plenty of airplanes.
What is this, dude?
Go inside San Francisco to inside right there, L.A.
Ooh, Tesla's ripping.
What they did is they said, "Oh man, this has been going on for years.
I just said that.
It's billions and billions of dollars over budget." So what they decided to do is cut it so that it doesn't go into San Francisco and into LA.
I only have one runner left. They're about to be up 100%.
And then they cut it again and again and again. Pretty soon they're gonna have.
It's weird, like nothing's really moving right now, other than Tesla.
Billions and billions of dollars, totally incompetent.
Huge,
The
just
biggest cost overrun.
grind all the way. That
proportionately
21
that I've ever
EMA
seen.
earlier was a
many,
gift.
many times more. And it's no longer the same. It was supposed to go into the city. Now it's way short, many miles.
In
short of the
Rivian,
city.
I mean, oh my
So they're going to
goodness.
drop you off and you can walk the rest
That's a
of the
better
way.
turf than Tesla.
That train is going to hold.
This game is 50 gigs.
He doesn't have what it takes. I'll tell you that. Slimy
Is it
guy.
actually?
He's a slimy one. Maybe that should be his nickname.
48.
Yeah, I can't believe he called Jerome
Newscomb,
Powell a
right?
nincompoop. That was
But
hilarious.
he doesn't have it.
Yeah,
If you
just-
look at that train, it's going to cost.
Yeah, I got that one on my bingo card.
14 times to fund the government, and it's time for Chuck Schumer, crying Chuck. Remember he started crying at the airplane? They were the worst 4 years. I've known him all his life. He's never cried, but he still
Crying
broke
Chuck.
down in tears. He was so devastated. He didn't know why he was crying, but he just thought it was good to do. His people told him this was a good time to cry. Crying, Chuck.
Bro
But
would
it's time
literally
for
stand
Chuck
up here and
Schumer,
talk
the
for
radical
6
Democrat
hours.
Congress, to
He's
stop
totally
playing
fine.
games with the people's lives and to pass a clean funding bill that they've done 30 times before. And to reopen government immediately, just reopen it. They don't like it to be reopened because we're setting records. They think it's actually, I don't think anything's going to hurt. We are so strong now that I'm not sure that anything's going to. It would be good to open it up, take care of the people with jobs that aren't going to get paid and aren't getting paid. And no matter what, we will not let them impose their inflation-causing extremism on the American people. We're not going to pay $1.5 billion for people that came into our country illegally, okay? If you don't mind. That's what they did last time. Remember the Inflation Reduction Act? The greatest scam, one of the greatest scams. I would say some of their environmental scams were even bigger, but one of the greatest scams ever. Inflation Reduction Act. And then they admitted it had nothing to do with inflation reduction, remember? But it did actually caused massive inflation. It actually caused massive inflation. But we don't use auto pens in the Trump administration to sign things. We don't believe in that.
I'm going to have to get
I get these guys
Lizard like
these
Donnie
big,
up here.
documents, gorgeous, beautiful, must cost a fortune. I should check the price. But, a general is being made or something, some big post. And they say, sir, would you sign this, please? It's going to be a 4-star general, or it's going to be a big
Q-Comp's
cabinet
having a
position,
really,
it's
really
going to
good
be
day.
something with medical or whatever. They take my
4
pen
hour
and
did
they
the
sign
SR
it.
flip over like 170,
In his
172
case,
going into
into
earnings.
a room and there's somebody who's no idea.
Daily
Biden
21
PC, you want to throw
yesterday.
But
some?
Biden doesn't have any idea.
You want to throw some charts up?
And they have a
Yeah,
machine
I got
sign it, the
I
auto
got
pen.
plenty of charts up
And
right
all of the
now.
pardons, he
Whichever
gave
you want to look
thousands
at.
of pardons to people. He had no idea about it. He didn't know about it.
We're finally getting a
Therefore, all
cell
those
candle.
pardons are void. You have to have
Let me
it's a very
see.
complicated thing if you're going to use the machine. You have to do it properly.
Yeah,
You throw that up, I can leave this one
He didn't have any
playing
idea
him in the
what was
corner.
happening. And
Yeah.
this is what we had as a president. We don't want that. You have the opposite right now. I
Me
don't want to be
hit
braggadocious.
share
but you have this. I know
screen.
exactly what's happened. If
Window.
you want to see what
Should be this
congressional
one.
Democrats wish
Share.
to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's
If that
election in
works.
New
There you
York,
go.
where their party
It's
installed
4.
a communist as the mayor of the largest city in the nation.
Wait, you trying to take some lotto puts?
I still want it higher.
Remember, I've said we will never have a socialist.
It didn't fill the gap
Daily
yet.
Post
I
in
needed to
our
go up to
country. I
right
used to say
here.
that, and I was right. We skipped socialist. And we put in
Spy
a
comes up to
communist
here. I go
instead.
short.
That didn't work out too well. But as I've warned for many years,
I just
our
need this
opponents
next
are
one,
hell-bent on
here
turning
to
America
here.
into a communist cube
I'll
of
go
socialism.
short.
Oh, you're looking at that overnight
See
gap.
what happened to those
Yeah,
guys.
overnight gap and
For
lower high
generations,
trend line from
Miami
previous
has been a
sessions
haven
right
for
there.
those fleeing
So if you mark the high
communist tyranny in
from
South Africa. If you
Wednesday
take a look at
here,
what's going on in parts
mark
of
the high from the
South
open
Africa.
on
Look at
Monday.
South Africa, what's going on.
You have a trend line that
Look
runs
at
through
South
right here.
America, what's
So
going on.
essentially,
I'm
larger
not
time
going
frame.
there. We have a G20 meeting in South Africa. South
Oopsies.
Africa shouldn't even be in the G's anymore. Because what's happened there is bad. I'm not going. I told him I'm not going.
Right
I'm
here,
not gonna
if it
represent our
pops up
country.
into that zone,
It shouldn't be there. Take a
and
look
rejects.
At what's happening in different parts of South America. Take a look at
that's
what's
where I would
happening
like
in
to get a
different parts of
really
the
big
world.
short
Now the
potentially on
Democrats are
SPY.
so extreme that Miami
So
will
starting
soon
right
be
in
the
here,
refuge for those fleeing
risk up to
communism
there,
in New York City.
and then sell that bad boy back down. In a perfect world, that's what I get.
Where do you live? New York
Yeah.
City, but I'm trying to live
Yeah. I think because if it rejects right here, I think potentially get a little pullback. Qs could pull back down, a dollar, $1.50. SPY could go underneath 680, pull back down to, even down here to retest on the 30-minute, down to the 679.25 from earlier. I think that would just get bought. I'd still want it to come up here, get closer to that 682, and then once it does, then take that thing short.
The one that gets her hair done
But-
very expensively, right? Beautiful hair. She got beautiful, luxuriant hair.
Just listen.
And they took
What did he
her
just say?
and
She's got beautiful luxuriant hair.
Government. And then you hear about
Trump
Harvard.
is so funny.
We're trying to work a settlement with Harvard right now for about a lot of money. I won't tell you what, but you'll be reading about it pretty soon. Because what they've done to Jewish people And what they've done to others is pretty bad, I'll tell you. It's pretty bad. Going to cost them a lot of money. After last night's results, the decision facing all Americans could not be more clear. We have a choice between
can you guys hear me?
communism and
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense?
JP Morgan, Nvidia.
It's common sense or communism. And you know, you take a look back 1,000 years, it hasn't worked.
Quantium unveiled Helios, a quantum
Quantium?
Our opponents are
Quantium?
offering an economic nightmare with
Quantum
with Honeywell?
a physical qubits and 48 logical error corrected qubits. JP Morgan and Nvidia are early customers using Helios to run complex algorithms for problems.
Honeywell.
Higher spending for government.
Honeywell's popping. They own
We want
Quantium
bigger
or something.
paychecks
There's
for
some kind
American
of partnership
workers
there.
and American families, and that's what we're delivering.
I'm just
You
getting
see
okay,
that?
I'll pull it up right here.
They
I'm looking
stand
at it
for
on the
crime
chart.
and chaos and corruption. We stand for law and order and justice. Also, strong borders. Boy, do we have strong borders. They put America last. We put America first. We put America first.
America first.
As
Honeywell.
long as I'm in the White House, the United States is not going communist in any way, shape, or form. We'll stop it. We're going to stop it. Stop this nonsense.
Premiums are out of
I
whack.
said, they were voting last night. You could have a communist or a thug. A communist, and they took the communist, you know. It's pretty amazing. We could have done a little better in terms of candidates. From day one of my administration, I've been fighting every single day to turn around the catastrophe we inherited to make America.
You do have a little
the best
evening
place
star there on
on
cues on the 5-minute.
the planet Earth to do business, and that's what it is right now. With
I was sitting on 680 yesterday's high.
2 weeks. It used to take 20 years
Right there.
before they got rejected.
SPX sitting on the level. If
We
it
have
falls
young people
under
sold
and it's under the
off. Their whole
21,
business
you might get a
was
little
getting
sell off.
certain plant, except
Well,
for
and this
22 years later,
15
they're ready to retire
just
and
started,
they're
but the
goddamn.
15
And then
minute.
they go to a vote and they get
Oh, we hit the
rejected after
midpoint of the
20
order
years.
block
They
on the
wasted their whole
15
life
minute from previous day high
looking
right here
for
on
acceptance.
cues.
We do it in 2 weeks. We make sure it's good. We make sure it's great.
Some
and
Pfizer
proper,
news.
environmentally
Pfizer has removed
sound.
conditions on the sale of Arch
Takes 2
Venture
weeks. My goal
shares
is to
and
have the
Metsera
best
public
tax rates,
statements
the
from
lowest
its
energy costs,
Metsera
the
bid.
lowest regulatory burden, the most advanced technology, and the fairest
MTSR?
trade anywhere in the world. You know, we're leading China. We're leading everybody
think?
by a lot.
Yeah, it's moving on that. A little
We're
bit.
leading China and everyone by a lot.
And this was my idea, so I'm very proud.
China.
I said, build your own
It
electric
comes
vehicle.
from
We need
China.
more electric grid, sir. The electric grid's 200 years old. We need more electric grid. It's old. The electricity
grid?
the AI plants need alone is double the entire electricity that we have in the country right now. Can you believe it? So I had this idea. I said, we can't fix
About to
the
hit the
grid.
21
Let's
again on
fix it
cues
up. We'll keep
5
it
minute.
going. Little Band-Aid here, little Band-Aid there. It's old.
On that Pfizer headline,
I said, here's
Nova's
what we're going to do.
Nova
Let
also
these
has a bid in
geniuses
there.
build their own
That's
electric
$69.82 to
generation. So
$70.18.
they're building their own electric
Metsera.
utility plants. They become a utility if you think about it.
Watch if
They're
SPX
the
loses this
utility of the
1620.
electric. Right alongside, this is where they have their transformers and everything. They're building the most expensive
There's a 21 on
electric plants
NQ.
you've ever seen. Generating plants, some by nuclear, some by oil and gas, some by coal as a substitute. They're building them right next to their plant, and they're incredible. People say they've never seen
That's a
anything
15-minute,
like it because
Casey?
these mines are genius.
Yeah,
To
that
them,
right there is a
an
15 minute. I
electric
want to see if it
plant is
closes this
not
evening star right
complicated.
there.
To them, an electric plant is better than the people that produce electricity, although Florida Power and Light is doing
There's your 5-minute
a lot of
21.
plants for people. They're pretty advanced. Pretty advanced, I have
Perfectly
to tell you. But
right
they're
there.
building their own juice next to the plant. Isn't that sort of a cool idea? And you know, when I first proposed that, they came into my office with, you know, they have unlimited money, but they were trying to figure out how they can build it because they had no electric of any consequence. And I said, you're going to build your own plant. I'm going to get you your approvals in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month if I'm slow. We have a great man, Lee Zeldin, in charge of the environment. He's incredible. And he's tough, too. He's very tough. But they have their approval in 2-3 weeks. You know, they're dealing with the best experts in the world. They know what they're doing.
NVO's chart is
It's amazing when you see
insane.
some of the stuff come in.
I'm
designed
selling
by guys with
Rivian covered
190
calls.
IQs. And then you have an inspector who's not
17s
quite as smart as
for
that,
next
inspecting
week,
it to see
November
whether or not it's
14
okay.
here
He has
at
no idea
25.
what he's looking at. No idea.
I'll revisit this
But
on Monday.
I said, you're designing your own electric plant. And they didn't believe it. They come in
Damn,
2 weeks
Rivian's up
later, and the biggest
24%.
problem is electric.
Dude,
I said,
fucking
you can
insane. I
design your
got
own
like
plant.
my cash secured puts are
And
expiring
you're gonna have
tomorrow
your approvals
100%.
within 2 to
My
4
calls, I
weeks.
sold them for about
And
100%
they
this
said,
morning.
he's
They're up
really
like
serious.
fucking
They
probably
thought I was
300 right
kidding.
now.
It was
So
so
now I have to
They
sell
couldn't
covered
believe it.
calls
They'd
up
leave
here.
and they
I
couldn't
got to do
believe
it
It
every
took me 2
time.
or 3 times to say it. Yeah, they're
Every
designing
single
their own
time.
electric plants. And it's
Apple,
unbelievable.
Apple,
And then they're gonna
Google.
sell
Oh,
their
fuck.
excess
What is it?
electricity
Those two.
back
It's always
into the
those two.
grid. So we benefit in that way too. In
Oh,
July,
what the fuck is that?
I proudly signed
Apple,
into the
Google.
largest
Apple's gonna
tax
pay Google
reduction
$1 billion a
history.
year
Now, that's the second time. I did it the first
for
time, but these are even larger. The great big beautiful bill.
something with Siri. I don't know.
And
Troy,
that
you got that
includes
full
no
headline?
tax on tips,
Not
no
yet.
tax
Are
on
you?
overtime,
Is
no
that
tax
swap?
on Social Security for our great
Oh.
seniors, no tax on Social
Google Gemini.
Security.
Apple finalizing
Apple
packed out
This is
finalizing.
the most
Yeah.
popular.
billion a
No
Go
year
ahead.
tax on
Google
tips.
Gemini AI model to help
I
run
was in
Siri
Nevada,
due in
in my building in
2026.
Las
Apple to
Vegas,
use
and I had this
1.2 trillion parameter
beautiful
Google model to power
young waitress
Siri.
come up to me. I never talk about beauty anymore because politically, if you mention somebody's beautiful, that's the
Apple,
end of your political career.
Apple ripping.
So I don't mention that she was beautiful,
was
but
Google.
she was beautiful.
Finally, Siri
And she
sucks.
came up and I said, how you doing? Oh, sir, I'm not doing well. The government is horrible on tips. I said, really? How do they tax? They tax tips. They tax us and they go after us. I've never seen anything like it. It's made my life miserable. Sir, there should be no tax on tips. She said to me, no tax on tips. I said, say it again. She said, sir, there should be no tax on tips. So we had a lot of the
Say
fake news
one
coming
more
from the outside
time.
of the restaurant.
Say it again.
So I went out. I said, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. There will be no tax.
What does it sound like, Ron Burgundy?
And I won Nevada.
You know, he's standing on the dive board.
I won Nevada.
A very important announcement to make.
Every job is basically
Cannonball.
working in a hotel.
Oh,
You know,
Jesus.
that's how it started. So.
It's so fucking
It's
funny.
amazing. We won Nevada easily, which is usually not a stronghold for Republicans, but it's become a stronghold. So I want to thank
I'm
you.
filled on Rivian.
They dropped
by the
that.
way.
They dropped that headline literally
Sir,
at the
there's
like
no tax.
break spot on SPX.
Don't pay them millions and millions of dollars. They'll come back and they'll say, "Sir, I think you should absolutely tax tips," and you'll lose the election. But we also have 100% expensing for all new factories, plants, and equipment, so your business is
got
not
that
write it
out.
off all in 1 year, and that's a lot of jobs you're doing and producing. That was, to me, the biggest thing in the first bill. But this is even better because this goes for a 10-year period. Upon taking office, I signed an executive order requiring that every one new regulation, every time we issue a new regulation, think of this, 10 old regulations must be eliminated simultaneously. So if we give you one, you get rid of 10. And so far, for 9 months, we're exceeding that. And it's 30 to 1. For every new one we give, they're getting rid of 30 old, broken down regulations. And we've slashed nearly $1 trillion worth of regulatory burdens. We have regulations that are so old, nobody uses them, but they stymied a lot of production, a lot of jobs. And I did it the first time, and we had the largest regulation cuts in history, and now we're exceeding it this time. So it's big. That's a big. It's one of the reasons we did so well then, and I think it's one of the reasons we're doing so well now. Again, we have to talk about it.
Damn,
because
Qualcomm looks good.
nobody else
Yeah, I
is
know.
not gonna talk about it.
The daily. This is a massive bounce back.
I'm thinking about selling some puts.
And on day one, I signed an executive order to unleash American energy and officially
What's
terminate
what's the
Green
implied
New
move?
scam. Has anyone ever heard of the Green New scam? Remember the old thing, global warming, and then it would be too cool, and then they said global cool. They didn't know what the hell to say.
Uber's getting
So they
smoked.
came up with the greatest climate change. If no matter what, if it goes up, if it goes down, climate change. They're
It's like
very
8%.
smart people, but not smart for us. They're smart for them. But my policy was very simple: drill, baby, drill. We're drilling like crazy right now.
8%. What's that?
And to curb inflation, we've slashed the size of government for the first time in years, and we're waging total war on waste, fraud, and abuse.
12 or 13
like
bucks.
we've never done before since January. 100,000 bureaucrats have left the
Going through these daily
federal
candles, Rivian looks insane.
Dude, I know. That's I'm like I gotta sell covered calls here, and I hope I'm wrong. I mean, but every other time it gets near 16 bucks, I sell covered calls. Every time it goes near my cost basis, I go long, and I've done that multiple times, and it just hits every single freaking time. I gotta do it again.
It's just like the will strategy, right?
Yeah. And my cost basis right now on Rivian for the shares is 12.52. Every time it gets down underneath 12 bucks, especially prior earlier this year, I bought some more shares on a dip just under 11, but I buy like $15 calls for like months out, and I swing them for a few days, and then it rips back up to 13 and 14. And then 15. I think the last time we took them in August.
Whatever he just said about cryptos, ripping it.
What, like Bitcoin?
Yeah, watch your crypto charts; they're about to explode.
Yeah, Bitcoin moving.
It is getting a new high.
Congratulations on your victory. He made a phone call. Let's indict him. These people don't work. And they say,
dude, I'm glad this is like just a slow, boring ass market because we get to listen to Trump. This dude is,
it's unbelievable. Who the hell else?
this dude is entertaining. Whether you like him or not, he's entertaining.
I don't think so. A lot of people say you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many. We're making the
Does
United
QCOM
States
report
the Bitcoin
after
superpower,
hours
the
today?
capital of the world, and the undisputed leader in artificial
when do they
intelligence.
report?
We're leading China by a lot.
Ooh.
No, it's ARM.
Yeah, they report. Qualcomm reports
China
today
wants
at
to do
4.
it. They're starting it.
Qualcomm, Blood. Who was the other one today?
IONQ,
APP.
App 11, Dutch Bros.
Oh yeah, McLovin.
Figma, Snap, AMC,
Duolingo.
He was a little late
ARM, Dash, L,
And yes, ARM.
Lyft, Joby.
Hey, Snapchat.
I'd like to endorse you. No, I won the election.
There's a lot today.
There's a shitload.
He's a good
I
man,
don't.
actually. I've known him a long time.
JOBY is
Turned
interesting
the
to
area
me,
into one of the hottest
I don't know
markets in
why.
the country and one of the greatest cities
but it's
in the
interesting.
world. Miami,
Let me actually go check
Francis
something.
Suarez. Please, Francis, come up.
Well, let me check Qualcomm first. Qualcomm, they're positioned at 180 and 190. Heavy positions are 165 and 190. And I'm thinking about selling 165s.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Mr. President. Just a little short of it.
JOBY not
Oh,
on
it's
here.
truly a great honor to be here with you
Duolingo.
this afternoon and to have you here once again in the great city of Miami. Your leadership
Fucking
and
long.
your vision have
What?
shaped not only our nation, but also the future of our city. Miami's success today is
I'm about to
rooted in
long
the
the
values
shit out of
that
Duolingo.
are deeply American: opportunity, freedom, safety,
Jesus
and
Christ, like shit.
these are values that you have championed with
Look
conviction.
at Duolingo.
And they are the same values that have made Miami a symbol.
Yeah,
Look at where it's at right now.
I think you just buy it at 250 or
Like
When people
It's funny.
believe in the promise of America, Mr. President, I want to
your giant Head and Shoulders.
continued support of our
that,
vision
but
for the
it
city.
makes me
It was an
think
honor to stand beside you in the Oval Office when you
that-
announced the next year's G20 right here.
they
in the
hold
city
it
of
and just send
Miami.
it back here. Your gamma exposure is at
Thank you
290
for choosing our
and
city to host what is
330,
perhaps the most important and
which is
consequential
your
gathering of leaders
weekly
from around the
21.
world.
Right, I drew the arrow.
Miami
Your-
has come a long way. and will
Your
we will
Vex
rise to the
is
occasion, Mr.
290
President.
and
On
330 as
behalf of the
well.
people of
Both of them
Miami,
are higher,
it is
same
an
targets.
honor here on behalf of my wife, the American Business Forum, Nacho, Sergio, and everyone.
Is there any flow that came in on Duolingo?
Yeah. This is a key that opens some really nice
I like
presence.
kind of want to own Duolingo, but not like trade it because it's just got a narrative problem.
Bullish flow today is more than bearish flow just by a million. Unusuals on the 325s for 11.7 and 300s for December. 325s for 11.7 sound like
Thank you
fun.
very much, Francis. I appreciate it. And you know, he's really a special guy. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in the White House.
I'm gonna probably
Then I'm gonna
sell
move
the
it to
Qualcomm
Doral in about,
165s before market close.
3.5 years. We put it right in Doral, right? In the lobby of Doral. A lot of people from Doral. Well, thank you. That's a great honor. I also want to thank a man who's been unbelievable in terms of Israel and so many other things. He's been, you know, he was a great real estate developer. But he had a great
Got to
personality.
mute out for
And you need
couple.
a personality for this. And I said, he's just as good as there is. And
All
he's
right.
done so well. And you look at what's happened with Israel. We have peace in the
No.
Middle East. Can you believe it? Peace in the Middle East.
There's no. What's
And
the
he's
implied
special
move on
and
Duolingo?
bright.
That can be easy cash.
Steve Witkoff. Steve, where are you, Steve?
What's up,
Wherever you may
Steve?
be.
Where you at, Stevie?
Where are
Where
you,
you at,
Thank
Steve?
you. What a job you've done.
Stevie boy.
What a job he's done.
Steve-O!
That guy's got that personality. No,
The
I wanted a
implied
deal
move
maker,
is
but, you know, a lot of deal
$44.
makers don't have
Where's
good
Will when I
personalities.
need
You
him?
end up in a war. They make the deal, but
Dude,
you end up in a war.
does
This
anyone
guy,
see
everybody
how
loved him for
high
years.
the
I've known
IV
him.
is right now?
And he was the right guy for the job.
On
Peace in the Middle
Duolingo
East,
options
3,000 years. They've
for
never had
Friday?
peace in the Middle East. We're going to have it, too. We're doing well. Just
They're
keeps
almost
going along, and we just had a
300%.
meeting. It's even more and
Holy
more so.
shit.
So many people in this room are very much
You
into
can
Israel and the Middle
sell
East. And it's been amazing what we've been able to do. And you've done
200s,
such
which
a
are
big part of it,
$63
along
out of
with
the
a
money,
very
and
special
way past the
young
implied
genius
move,
named
almost
Jared
$20,
Kushner, who
and
helped
still
you so
collect
much.
$175
Stand up,
per
Jared.
contract.
And he's the father of the Abraham Accords.
What the fuck?
He's the father of the Abraham Accords. And by the way, my granddaughter Arabella, would you stand up, Arabella? She looks so great. I said, how are your marks? Grandpa, I have all A's and A pluses, you know that. Like
Just
a
waiting on him to
mosquito
like
brush
go
my ass, Jared.
rail on the Supreme
We're
Court.
proud of you, Arabella. Jared, thank you. What a great job. But we have a lot of people joining now the Abraham Accords. And hopefully we're going to get Saudi Arabia very soon. But I'm not saying that. I'm not lobbying. No, but we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people that are coming aboard. You know, the key was when we took out the nuclear capability of Iran, all of a sudden everybody said, wow, that was nice. They've been wanting to do that for 20 years. Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the United States, Princess Rima, thank you very much. Please stand up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Say hello to everybody.
Rizzo,
Say
by
hello
Power
to a
Hour,
great
I'm going to
group
get
of
a
people
chance to play
in
Counter-Strike.
Saudi Arabia.
Promise.
Thank you. Stephen Miner.
By Power Hour, I'm going to get a chance to play
Miami Beach.
Counter-Strike.
Stephen Miner. Where is Stephen? Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. Good job
The
you're doing.
hood 115
Excellent.
cash
Thank you,
secured
Stephen.
put. I'm closing here for
The mayor of
85% from
Coral
this morning.
Gables, Vince Lego. Vince Lego. Thank you. Thank you. Great job, Vince. The mayor of Doral. I love Doral. And I like this woman.
I love Doral. Doral. Who else do I love? I love CJ. Super chat CJ. What
CJ.
options? Easy money for Friday. Anybody have any good easy options for money making
Miami Dade
Friday?
Supervisor of Elections, Alina Garcia.
I don't have anything I like right here, to be
FIFA,
honest.
Johnny Infantino, FIFA. Where's Johnny?
Rizzo, KC, you got any high confidence swings into Friday?
The world, look,
Rizzo's seeing all-time highs.
High confidence or lottos?
High confidence? No, I need to see it want to go higher.
Like today is a tough day.
From
Does
up here,
anyone
yes.
see the call premiums on Duolingo?
But I can only tell you that the
Like, that is
Are they like
insane.
crazy?
Look at $340 calls. $80 almost out of the freaking money. I can sell them for $370.
Jesus
And the-
Christ, why are they so?
And the IV's $290. The in-play move is $44.
Dude, yeah, like got the money is 300, 294%. Why is it so?
What?
That's UFC, but we have
If you go out, how bad is it if you go out a few weeks?
and we have the Olympics. We have it all coming.
No, I want that IV to fucking kill everybody
I'm sort
tomorrow.
of happy the way things worked out.
So what I'm saying is you should sell the like
As good as it could be. I think we've made more progress.
sell like the 300 for Friday and buy it for November 21st.
Like, these are insane. I mean, you could even do $350 right now. The bid's $255. The ask is $300.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Like, you're going $90 out of the money. That's double the implied move right there, and I can sell that right now.
Why
I
would
can
they
get
have
filled.
such a?
I'm gonna see if it places the order.
President of the United States got great voice. Brett Bear, where's Brett Bear?
Like, this is insane.
Where is he?
Red Bear, where is he?
Paul's a
There
very
he
good
is.
golfer, so is Brett. Thank you, Brett.
But either way, W's in the chat for CJ for the super chat. The question, I mean, Casey's trying to cook up a spread here, but I don't know if there's any options that I really just love for Friday. You might look at Amcor. That looks pretty good, actually.
Send it to
If
20,
anything-
Rivian.
Let's see if there's any
Walmart.
other dailies.
Walmart.
I think you have to wait until this tariff. So, like CJ, what I would tell you, wait until we get the tariff news today, and hopefully we hear something good about the government reopening. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Maybe tomorrow. I think today you have to just sit. I don't think you trend up all day long. I don't know that you want to buy all right now. John Deere daily chart looks good.
350 and 3 vertical. $10
Anything
wide.
that's tariff related.
Nothing. No. If you go $50 wide, how stupid is that?
When is the tariff news? I don't know when the tariff news is. But for CJ's question, I think you wait until you get that. Now, the Supreme Court's meeting on it. So, whenever we get a headline out of there, I would pay close attention to that. And then,
Millions of people pouring through, not people that you could look at them, not that we discriminate.
I think we're going to have government reopened by Friday. That's my guess.
They were rough people that they let in. They had 11,888 murderers. 50% of
Whoever's
murder.
got the
more
camera
than
on
one
Trump right
people.
here
We
is just
don't
like
want
shaking
them
their foot
getting
over and
out
over or
of
something.
Hopefully, we're going to soon have all of
He's
them
just
the
bouncing.
hell out of here. Either out of here or we have to put them in jail because they're so dangerous. Some are so dangerous we don't want to bring them out. We just make sure they never come back in. But this is what they were
up, Randolph?
doing in our country, and it's a disgrace. On day one, I signed an executive order.
How do we think Hood's going to do on
designate the
earnings?
drug cartels as foreign
You know, I'm
terrorist
not really in the
organizations.
business of predicting earnings results, but the question is going to be how much for Hood. The real question: did their numbers get better from July? How much is crypto hurting them right now? And how much extra are they making off these prediction markets? That's your three things that you need to figure out if the street priced it in or
No
not.
thanks. I don't think I want to ride in that boat today, please. We want you to take these drugs into the United States. You know what? I think I'll take a pass, sir. The drugs coming
Yeah,
in by
Peter
border,
XLY.
not much.
Yeah, all
Every
your
boat
consumer
that we hit
discretionary stocks. Anybody that's
travels into
affected by
this. If it
tariffs,
gets
if the
through,
tariffs get thrown
there's
out, there was a
25,000
headline earlier today at some
Americans
point.
plus, but
They
25,000
were saying that the
turkeys. Every
odds
time
on
we hit
poly
it, we
market
save
were
25,000
dropping,
lives. Gotta
like
look
on
at
the
top
tariff
right.
staying intact.
And we're
So like
arresting and
somebody
arraigning thousands and
is
thousands
starting to
of
bet
dangerous
that the
gang
Supreme
members,
Court's going to throw these
MS-13,
tariffs out.
Tren de Aragua, all these gang members are being thrown the hell out of our country. And if you look at Washington, D.C., it's
But
still
yeah,
the
to
same
finish the hood
community.
thing, prediction markets are absolutely crushing it. They're making so much money every weekend off these prediction markets. I mean, Casey threw some money in there, started playing around with it for fun. Like everyone's doing it, dude. They're making like millions a weekend just on the fees from the prediction markets.
Look, it's not just
Oscar,
Venezuela. But a lot of things are coming in. Look, Venezuela
Oscar's.
into our country. Nobody wants
This is a Knots question. If you look on the chart, you look left, Oscar looks really interesting. I think Knots said he was buying a bunch today. I'm not sure
That's
if he
where I
did
hit
or
on the
not.
daily.
But yeah, that's what I was. Yeah,
Your daily 200s are right there.
You have no problem.
yeah, and that little, you see the volume bar. It's on your chart too. The little volume shelf is right there too, just like a little bit below it. But that's interesting. It's a fallen a whole lot into this report. The thing with Oscar is the ACA. That's government reopening stuff. So you've got two major catalysts that can happen to a lot of stocks in the next day, 2, 5, and somewhere in there. That many days.
He came to see the Lincoln Memorial and he's dead. No, that's not happening anymore. We run it tough. We run it very tough. Sometimes you have to be a little tough to get rid of. These are thugs. These are bad people. We're bringing them the hell out of our country where they came from. We renamed the Department of Defense to the Department of War. And
this right there is an interesting spot.
After the Second World War, they changed it to defense, right? So we won the First World War.
When does Oscar report?
We won everything in between and everything before. Never lost a war. We still don't lose wars. Sometimes we don't fight to win. You know,
Oscar Health.
15 years, just bomb the hell out of everybody, make everybody
OSCR.
Nobody knows why we're there. You know, the wars that never end. But we made it clear that the days of political correctness in our military, they're over.
Oscar reports tomorrow. Is it in the morning or is it after market close?
We make the best equipment, the best missiles,
OSCR. It is tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
Which I hate to admit because it's so.
So I gotta swing it.
It's such a horrible situation if it ever has to.
Also,
a distant third, but
use hit that 5-minute 21.
Catch us and they'll be able to catch us and we'll maybe working on a plan to
still waiting for SPY.
We'll see if that works. But
still try and get that push up there.
Military anywhere in the world by far. We're investing $1 trillion in the United States Armed Forces.
Daily Rivian candle. I know. It's awesome. Fucking crazy.
We used to have recruiting shortages a year ago. You remember, you couldn't get people to join our military.
So I'm selling the covered calls, baby.
You couldn't get them to rejoin. You just couldn't, no matter what you do. That we were way short. Now you can't get into our military. The waiting list, you have waiting lists to get into our military because we have spirit in our country.
Oscar.
All around the world, America is making peace, and we're really making peace through strength because
let's go see something real quick.
Mess around with us. Nobody's going to mess around with us. You saw what happened. We made a deal with China last week, and we made a deal with Japan last week. We made a deal with Malaysia. They helped us so much.
IV's kind of high.
Great economic deals. All great. Great for everybody. In 8 months, I ended 8 wars, including Kosovo and Serbia. The Congo and Rwanda. That was going on for a long time. Pakistan and India.
Pakistan.
I was in the midst of a trade deal with both of them. And then I read on the front page of a certain newspaper. I said, I don't know, mention the newspaper.
I've gone through my like watch list so many times looking for something to move.
7 planes we shot down. An 8th was really badly wounded. But 8 planes we shot down essentially. And I said,
arm is ripping.
They were going at it. and they're two nuclear nations. I said, I'm not going to make any trade deals with you guys unless you agree to peace. No way, this has nothing to do. I said, it has everything to do. Your nuclear powers. I'm not trading
LTR
with you.
flagging out.
We're not making
We're
any
bouncing
deals
off the
with you
lows.
if you're at war with each other. A day later, I get a call. We made peace. They stopped. I said, thank you, let's trade. Isn't that great? Tariffs did that. You know what? Tariffs, without tariffs, that would have
I
never
think
happened.
it would
We're having a
be.
good day.
Iran,
I
Egypt,
think
and
knots would
Ethiopia,
kill me if I did
Armenia and
not swing long
Azerbaijan,
of
and
Oscar into
Cambodia
earnings.
and
So
Thailand. All of them were
I like we should
in
short Oscar
war,
that way. At least like somebody in the
starting
friend
war.
group
Some of the
wins.
wars were 32 years old. One
um,
was 38 years old. Amazing. They
Oscar
tried to-
$20
President
calls
Putin,
for
I spoke to
January
him 2 weeks ago,
2026.
and he
They're
said,
not bad.
on the one,
They're pretty
that
cheap.
we've
They're
been trying to settle that war
$1.90.
for 10 years. We weren't able to
If
do
you
it.
do
got us settled. I got some
weeklies,
of these things settled in
your
an
IVs
hour.
right now, they're like
No help from the
170%.
United
The only
Nations
thing
at
that
all.
I'd be interested in be
The only thing
17.5.
I got
It's
from them was a
literally
blank teleprompter. Remember I
20
went up
cents
there?
from getting in the
2
money.
cents?
If
Ladies and
Oscar
gentlemen,
gets
on
the
behalf of the
move
United States
to
of
what I'm
America,
looking for,
President
potentially on a
Donald J.
bigger
Trump. I'm
move,
looking at
would
the
be
teleprompters and have all my friends,
anywhere from
including your family, sitting
18
out there.
40
158 leaders,
to
some in
19
beautiful silk
bucks.
white robes.
Look, I say that right now. Look at this candle that Oscar's getting.
And some in beautiful shirts and ties. But they're all the leaders, 158 leaders.
No, fuck it. Okay, Oscar 17.5s for 90.
President Donald J. Trump, and I'm looking at the teleprompter. Stone
I like the
cold.
January 20s.
They did it on purpose. And I think I gave my best speech. That's what I was told.
Oh, I missed another one from CJ.
Filled
Who
on both.
has the best paid Discord server that I can join? I don't know that we can actually like answer that, but there's a lot of great paid Discord servers. It depends. So the way I always answer this question, CJ, depends what kind of trader you are. So you need to find somebody that's trading style matches who you are as a trader the best, and then get in there and start learning from that person. So, you know, if you see KC's trading style and that's how you want to trade, then hey, there you go. They're a very solid, straightforward, you know, strong conviction on charts and levels, really good at buying time on options. He's not trying to get 1,000%ers all the time, but he's buying some time, and he's risk management is really good on different stuff. If you want somebody like Maple that's trading the kind of momentum candle by candle method, that's very in depth with his stuff. He has a Discord as well, of course. Our friend Paper Gains has a Discord. You know, me and Rizzo are in a Discord doing future stuff mostly. Jordan, I believe, is in a Discord with his Forever model and what's his name, Justin, and those guys. I think there's a lot. I think the real answer is going to be what kind of trader are you and whose style matches best to you, and then you dive in and give that person a shot. That's the best advice I can give. Obviously, you can get way more out of a Discord than just what's on a stream or spaces or here or there, right? Because, like, for example, I can sit there on voice chat and go back and forth and answer your questions and give you examples in the chat or give you examples on screen. KC can do that for his crew. He's doing that all day, every day. So there's obviously some benefits there. A lot of times you have other people that are also learning along with you that you can bounce questions off of. A nice community always helps too. So that's what I would say about the Discord thing. And if you want to join most people's Discords, like if you like KC's, you can go to KC's bio. It's up there. There's a WAP link in his bio. There's I would probably say it's true for pretty much everyone. So whoever you think is going to be the best. And shout out to you, CJ, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Super chat always gets. Super chat.
That's CJ's second super chat, isn't it? Shout out CJ.
I want to do CJ. I hope one of those memberships I gifted went to CJ. Honestly, he deserves it. Why is IWM going?
Oscar just ripped to new high a day as we were talking about it.
I think IWM probably has a lot of companies that are affected by tariffs that are importing parts, importing products, all that kind of stuff. The other thing, there was some commentary from Moran, which is the new Fed governor that Trump appointed, that was talking a lot about still cutting rates in December. So that's probably the two things around IWM. Nokia. So I hadn't looked at Nokia since the other day when the news came out. What is the Noke doing? Nokia.
Look at the heat map for the last hour.
Dude, look at Nokia's chart straight sideways. Dude, the whole market's straight sideways.
Nokia.
You probably put it on the last like 2 hours. These last 2-3 hours. Yeah, dude, that is a sideways chart if I've ever seen one.
Garbage. Stay away. Someone said meant to type in caterpillar, but typed in car.
Oh, Avis?
Yeah. You see what that? Oh, you did stumble upon a decent one here. Oh my friend! Holy shit, that is a good one.
Bill Ackman name right there.
Yeah, mill trades. That's a freaking, that can be a heater. Look, it had a bear flag. It broke down. It just hit your weekly 200. Little support bounce so far. Last 2 days already pushing up. Can go a little bit higher. Go and fill that gap near 144, 145. That weekly bounce though would have been a hell of a snipe.
That 130 area is actually pretty interesting.
No way Tesla's still ripped. No
Or
way
they fell on
Tesla's
the
still
earnings.
ripped.
That's about to make a new high of day.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's
So is
pretty
Q's.
sensible.
Q's is almost at the top of my zone. It's almost there. Literally from
All right, Joe's hanging out with us too, but
to here to there.
Oh, I didn't know that I was like joined. We're just here stoic in the back. How we doing, fellas?
we're
What's up?
just getting entertained by Trump going through some
Up a
charts.
flight of stairs. Kept falling. It's very
I
embarrassing.
got my entry on
Air Force
PRI.
One, I go, sir, would you like the short stairs or the long? I said, give me the
DRI?
long every single time, please. The short ones, they call them the
earnings
children's
drop.
stairs. I don't
Reuters?
want the children's stairs.
Earnings drop.
Doesn't look so
IVs
good
aren't
coming out of
terrible.
the children's stairs.
Nice RR.
Now, if the weather's bad, it's okay, right? If you don't mind. But the communists, Marxists, socialists, and globalists had their chance, and they delivered nothing but disaster. And now let's
Did you
see how
short
a
it or
communist
long it?
does in New York.
I
We're
longed
going
it.
to see how that works out. And we'll help them. We'll help them. We want New York to be successful. We'll help them a little bit, maybe. For all of these
like that a
failed and
little bit
discredited-
better.
Really discredited, if you think, ideologies of the past. Their day is over. Their grip
think
is
I'll think
broken,
like
and their
140,
time is absolutely
142.
done. The golden age of America has begun.
I don't
Below
hate it
that,
right there. It was
probably
the
more.
previous, that
Just
was since
getting
April
started. It's a
2023, that
golden age
high.
like you've never seen
Just
before.
touched. There's just a little bit of a volume gap here.
Below that
From
level
the
is probably
steel
where I
mills
would.
of Pittsburgh to the
stop
oil
it,
wells
but-
of Houston, from the car plants of Detroit,
I like these kind of
and
earnings.
those car plants are pouring into our country.
Is
To
it
the
Just
coal
inverted?
pouring
mines
in.
of
Car
West
plants are
Virginia, those coal
pouring
mines
in.
are opening up one after another. Clean, beautiful.
Oclo is
You're not allowed to
still
use
hanging
the
on to
word
the
coal
50
unless you
day.
say in my administration,
Cameron.
unless you use two words before it. Clean and beautiful. Biden would say, unless you use two words before it, here you go, clean. He said, what happened to the other word? Remember those things? He'd say three words and mean two. But the West Virginia mines are
I
doing
feel like Trump's just been shit
unbelievable
talking
now.
people for like an hour.
Wyoming is doing unbelievable.
That's why. That's the only
Clean,
reason I'm still listening. Is because he's
beautiful coal.
just
And
just
from
talking
the
his
bright
shit.
lights of Las Vegas to
Freaking
right here in
hilarious,
beautiful
dude.
Miami, America's proud. America's confident. America's growing and successful.
Sold some
America is a
options
great nation again.
for
We're a great nation again.
Duolingo.
It's happened faster than I thought. I'll be honest. Again, we're respected by everybody. We are
Let
really.
me
You see the way I get treated. I
see.
get treated that way. I guess a little has to do with me, but a lot has to do with the fact that I'm representing this country. America is respected again. America is a great nation again.
APP
The
has a
American
really
dream
nice
is surging
and
back to
retest
life, and we
that's
will
holding up.
never let the American dream die. Together we will make our country stronger, richer, safer, freer, and greater than ever before. And every day my administration will
There's
fight,
Jones.
and
JD? I had
America
looked at
will
JD.
win, win, win. I want to thank you, Miami. I want to thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank everybody for being here.
Are we
God
done?
bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I can't get
I had to
copyrighted.
mute it. I had to mute it to avoid the copyright. But let's see if he does his. Does he gonna do his dance? All right, hold on. Come on, do it. Do the dance. There it is. Yes.
There he is.
Yes.
Calls.
Oh my god. Hit the quad. Hit the quad.
Bro, he's you.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that was so perfect.
Dude, what the
Hey.
just dudes over there just jerking two people off at the same time or something. What is just
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was great. Look at it. It's even funnier with no music. Soldier boy up in this hole. Why me
Wait.
crank it? Why me roll? All right.
Rivian new highs. APP hit the 618 from swing low to swing high. Getting a really nice daily bounce off of that. Looking pretty decent.
What a day, huh? That was amazing. I'm gonna give the stream a like just because we watched that.
It's been an amazing day.
A nice chugga.
I shorted ES at 68.56, so I've just been sitting in it since for 2 hours and sitting in the same trade.
What are you targeting? Like 37, 38?
Which is as far as it can fall before close.
Oh, fair enough.
It's one of those like just in case it falls. All right, KC. Ask Everly. Are we swinging duo and snap?
I sold puts for duo. Sold some puts. And say hi. Look, there's Mississippi. Say hi. Mm-hmm.
Everly. Everly. Do you have headphones in? Can anybody hear me?
CJ.
Oh shit! There we go. Okay.
Casey's got it now.
Was
Can you hear me?
I hear
I
you.
can. Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. Super chat.
Super chat from CJ. Let's
I want to
go.
follow someone.
Super
Trades
chat. Trading really good.
Super
$400 a week. That's all. My portfolio is 14K. I know. Look, if you're trying to learn how to do
It's not
base
that small,
hits
brother.
like that, that's if you're trying to do base hits, $400 a week. I mean, Casey's sitting right up here on stage. I'm not just saying this because he's sitting right up here, but Casey's one of the people that literally his trading style is just taking base hits. He's done multiple like smaller account challenges and stuff, but it's like literally it's just base hits.
Yeah.
But I will caution you, CJ. You shouldn't just follow someone's trades. You should learn and figure out why they're taking the trade. At this point, when KC takes a trade, I can look at the chart and I can figure out why KC's taking the trade. Because over time I've learned how KC trades, and I add that into my own the way that I trade. I've added in pieces of that. But the thing is, I could blindly follow a KC's trade because I can look at the chart when he takes a trade and tell you exactly why he's taking it. I don't know that with Jordan. I don't know Jordan's model as well. I'm learning it piece by piece. Rizzo's I've picked up on pretty well, so I can like follow their trades in a way as Confluence, but it's because I can look at it and understand what they're thinking.
Yeah, I gotta learn to fish for yourself, or else I mean, there's gonna be
Brett
a day
says,
when this stuff isn't around. Not gonna be able to just follow people.
No, you need to learn for yourself. Because if you don't know why somebody's doing something, you don't know how to manage it. Brett has a good point here. Casey takes care of people really good, but don't copy trade. Yeah, don't copy trade, but Casey will take care of you well. Casey is a charting beast. Getting some Casey is awesome. All right, you guys are glazing Casey a little too hard. I mean, I like Casey, but let's not glaze him all the way up.
Superiority.
And you get to hang out with Everly. That's part of the Casey trades deal. New high on Tesla.
Say hi. Hi.
Casey for president. I'm not gonna get behind that one either. Honestly,
I got the dance down.
He does have the dance down.
Do the dance. Yeah. Tesla new high. Where's Everly at? She was just outside the freaking door trying to go upstairs. I don't know what she's doing.
Macy.
Bubba? Yeah, Bubba. I think he's getting up from his nap. Rivian also new high briefly.
Well, there you go, CJ. I don't know if
Oh, Mill Trades, what's up?
I don't know if you what time is
To say hi. Yo, Tesla.
Don't you love when you're in a trade like Tesla and you just have to keep like going back further on your chart to find the next level up? It just goes like from one to the next. You just have to like keep adding them.
Dude, Tesla was great. I was like, the second it rips through 448, I was like, we're gone. Spine Q's gonna make new highs after that. It was the only thing I needed to go. And then
She gone.
She down broke through there, and I was like, let's roll. Get all the way
new
up,
high day.
baby.
Get in queue.
Spy still needs to go
You
higher.
should queue
Spy's lagging.
about to hit previous day high.
Yeah,
I stuck.
Q's is almost there at the top of the zone. But no, Ed made a good point earlier. Like someone was asking him, like, what's like the best Discord? Like that's it's not really like the best Discord. It's just I love just Discord communities overall for trading, just because one, I think trading by yourself is almost one of the worst things you can do. I think once you surround yourself with another group of amazing traders, teachers, people that you can connect with, that's what's just going to make you a better trader. So you have to find what community is that for you. How does that community operate? What are they mainly trading? Does it fit your kind of style? Is it a day trade, swing trade? Is it leaps? Is it a mix of both? Is it options or futures? Like you just got to figure out what kind of style you are as a trader, and then find a community that fits that, and then have a good connection with them and grow with that community. That's what you need to look for. Don't focus really on seeing people posting their wins, like, oh, I took 8 trades today and caught 100%, 500%, 700%, whatever it is. That's fine, but most of when you see those, there's 0 DTE options, and a lot of people don't know how to manage 0 DTE options that much. And honestly, it's not hard to make a couple 100% on 0 DTEs. I think anyone can kind of do it if you're a halfway decent trader. But if trading 0 DTEs is not for you, then you don't need to be in a community that is constantly taking 0 DTEs and trying to catch those 100 to 1,000% trades every single day. It's kind of an unrealistic expectation. And if you're just not a 0 DTE options trader, then don't be in a community that's around that. Find your trading style and what works for you, and find a community that fits that need. That's the biggest thing that you need to look for.
One of the things that I've been doing to kind of build on this a bit is that I've been trying to take a little piece from all you guys. From listening to how you guys trade and trading with you guys, I think I should still trade like myself, but I'll notice, oh, Jordan's probably looking at this level right here. She's probably looking at this liquidity sweep. I didn't care about that before I started trading with Jordan, but it provides me a different perspective. One small example, you do that over a long enough period of time with enough really good traders, and you might, who knows if it'll convert to profits, but for me specifically, it converted to calmness, which converts to profit.
No, I 100% agree with that. I've taken things from everyone on this stage. I've learned from Knots. I've learned from Emp, Jordan, Paper. I mean, I've learned a lot of things from multiple people on here. And I think, again, if you just surround yourself with 9 great traders, you're going to be the 10th one. I mean, that's just the goal.
Never think you got it all figured out.
Yeah,
always,
100%.
Always something to learn.
The market will always humble you. You will never 100% master the market. Nobody will ever master the market. You need to adapt to the market and move forward with it. Hey, what are you doing? Stop messing up my microphone. Just look at the pretty colors and go, ah, ooh, ah.
I'm a super chat. I'm a farmer. But you can swing trade though. That's what I would say. Learn to swing trade. That's where most of 65% of moves are made overnight anyway. So learn to swing trade.
What are you doing? Stop it.
have to go to Stocks on Spaces. CJ, I love that you're a farmer.
Yeehaw! I know you guys can't tell, but this baby just farted on me. That was rude.
Bullish?
That's the top signal. I don't know.
I don't know, man. The last level I have on NQ is at 25,892. So we're just off
Yeah.
that. I wouldn't be surprised if we do nothing until the last 10 minutes.
IWM just made a new high. Q's almost to the top of 620.
Do any of you know how to read level 2? It's not a part of my trading. I mean, I guess I could read it, but it depends on what like you mean by read it, you know? Read it by taking trades off it? I'm not doing that personally. But it's just not relevant for my trading personally.
I don't necessarily take trades off of it, but I'll reference it. I'll look at spreads, and I'll look at how fast it's moving. On NQ, if the spread is over a point, I'll probably either not trade or only use limit orders, and I'll probably size down and go wider risk if it's moving really frantically, just to capture efficiency and make sure I'm not gonna get stopped out too quick. But in terms of actually using it, I think that you don't have the full picture.
I think the number one thing every single listener needs to understand is don't make trading too complicated unless you understand the basic fundamentals of trading. Don't start trying to find a bunch of different indicators and algos and all these other crazy strategies trying to figure stuff out if you don't even understand how to read basic price action. And by that, I mean being able to look at a chart and telling yourself where buyers are at and where sellers are at, which means support, resistance, supply, and demand. You need to do that no matter what. I don't care if you're a day trader, if you're an options or a options future trader, if you're a swing trader, none of that matters. As long as you understand where a buyer is at, where sellers are at, that is one of the best things you can do. Because if you know where buyers and sellers are at, you know where to take entries, you know where to take exits. It works for upside, it works for downside. It works for options buying, options selling, it works for futures, all of those things. It works on any stock, any time frame, 5 minute, 15-minute, daily, whatever it is. And this right here on IWM, I just pulled this up. This is a clear example of a 1 or 4 hour chart right here, just looking at IWM. And every single time IWM comes down to this zone, buyers are present. Which means this is your support, which is your demand zone. So that means risk to reward every single time it comes down here, you should be looking at longs and calls. You should be able to look at a chart, take everything off, and be able to take trades looking at just basic price action and not a bunch of other crazy shit on there. You can add those things later on for confluence, but you need to be able to read the price action just like this. Where buyers are at, knowing where sellers are at. Taking good risk to reward trades.
As somebody who's had live, totally algorithmic strategies that I've made at PNL, Casey's totally correctly. If you're going to be trading with your eyes, you can't escape just what are the candles telling you. No matter how good your algo is, whatever. If you're trading manually with yourself, you can't escape reading candles.
Oh yeah, baby.
IWM Ripper candle here.
Yeah, ripping.
One other
Q's
thing
and SPY kind of stalling.
is the way I've been using indicators now hasn't even been to generate trades, it's been to take them away. So if I'm looking
Yeah.
at price action and I'm feeling a certain way, but my algorithms aren't lining up with it, cool. I don't have to take that trade. I'm not here to squeeze every dollar out of the market. I'm here to take some solid trades. So there are less solid trades than there are me frantically trying to squeeze things out of the market. So
Yeah.
less is more.
Watch this short.
Hood reports tonight. What's the consensus? I'm gonna be honest. It's a coin flip. I have no idea what can happen. Hood's been a ripper. Hood's been a lot of fun, but I mean, truly anything can happen. So
Sell options.
yeah, that's where I was going with that. That's your best bet on any earnings, in my opinion.
So I just closed mine, and that's because I'm an idiot and thought they were yesterday. So I sold 115 cash secured puts yesterday before the close, and I thought they were going to report after hours. Had my days mixed up, and it's actually today. But even without earnings, I just closed those for 85%, 10, 15 minutes ago here on live.
Sweet.
85% selling options, easy freaking cash. There sometimes when you're looking at earnings, if you are going to gamble on it, sometimes the safer play, I would even say majority of the time, the safer play is actually options selling and not options buying. Depends on the stock, the implied move, and a few other factors.
Be right back, fella.
By the way, just to take it back to this chat real quick from UCJ, saying you're a farmer, I can't day trade. That's why I copy. Something that might be super beneficial for you, which we talked about on yesterday's stream. You can actually go back and watch it, like the last hour and a half of the stream, the last hour or so. We talked about ClearEdge, which ClearEdge is an automation platform which automates proven winning strategies. They have strategies for you that are already made if you don't have your own. Of course, if you guys do have your own strategies, you can just run them on the ClearEdge platform yourself. But that would be a really good option for someone that doesn't really have enough time to be on the screens until you're making enough money to where you can, put the time in on the screen. So if you're interested in that, I threw the link in the description. If you just scroll down on the YouTube live in the description, it should be down there. I can also throw it in the chat for everybody. So it's easier to find there. Let me get it on there. And then if you use code ACE on that, on any of your plans for your first month, you can get 20% off. So make sure you use code ACE. But let me get you that.
I think copy trading it's not the most terrible thing, and it can be beneficial, especially if you can't watch the charts all day. I don't really do too much of copy trading, and I never have. But one thing what I used to do is when I would do my homework at the end of the night to look at potential things for the next day, I would just set alerts on my Webull chart, my trading view chart after doing the technical analysis. And if I'm looking at what do you want? Okay, you can get down. That's fine. If you are looking at a chart, like for SPY this morning, I had an area where I know I wanted it to go to look for calls. I can set alerts on my charts to know, hey, I saw this on SPY last night. If it gets above or below this right here, break of structure, do my technical analysis, it's going to send an alert to my phone. So if you can check your phone for notifications and alerts, sometimes that can be another beneficial thing that you can do, is just set the alerts on your chart prior.
Agreed. And Boris, I see you saying you think it's all BS. You all know it just for affiliate money on the ClearEdge stuff. Dude, I have tried it myself. And multiple people have tried it themselves as well. I actually thought the same thing. I didn't believe in it until I actually gave it a shot, and it started making trades for me, and it passed the funded account for me. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then I started doing that with multiple accounts, and now I'm trading multiple accounts with different strategies. So it's not BS, brother. You have proven strategies. You can build your own strategies if you want. You don't have to use theirs. If you don't like them, that's fine. But they have some great ones. They got a new gap fill strategy that's working really well for a lot of people. So it's not BS. You can definitely sit back on the beach. That's the whole idea, right? You can be golfing and still be making trades. You can be doing whatever it is you want to do in your life and still be making trades. I was out in New York with EMP, literally with EMP, and I get a notification on my trading view that I took a trade. It was one of the like first trades that I actually had taken. So there wasn't much data on it, but it took the trade and I was like, oh shit, it took a short for me. Took a little winner and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Obviously that didn't sell me initially. It was just one trade, but still I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm all the way in New York and at home it's taking trades for me. It's crazy. Right. So
yeah. And
I would just try it for yourself. Start small, buy a funded account, see if it works well with it. That's what I did. And then passed it. I was like, oh shit.
Daniel in the Discord said, you just learn nothing when you're copy trading. I mean, essentially, yeah. I mean, if you're relying on just copy trading while you're gone, something else is just controlling your account. 100%. So it's, if you want to learn how to trade, develop your own strategy, and do this for like a long-term potential thing, then yes, copy trading is not going to be beneficial in the end because you're not taking the time to really get the education or learn and do those things yourself. You're kind of just relying on something else to do it for you. So, I mean, it just depends on your situation, what works best for you. That's the thing. That's what it always comes down to. What works best for you right now as a trader in your life, right? Some people can't day trade because they can't watch the charts, but they still want to trade and do their own executions and technical analysis. So they enter into swing trades. They buy leaps, or they do shares, they do equity, or they learn how to option sell. So then they can swing covered calls and cash secured puts or spreads. Just let it sit all day for a few days while it sits on the back burner collecting premium. It just comes down to what style of trading fits best for your life. And then you just got to get, just get the resources and education and then just do it. That's what this all comes down to, is which style just works best for you. Vol D is ripping. Vol DQ is getting some weird candles. VIX has yet to fill the gap. It still needs to go a little bit lower. So still looking for another push higher on SPY Qs. QCOM still ripping higher. I think that's a good one for cash secure puts as well. Just absolute grind.
How many accounts did you blow up at the beginning? If you're asking about the automation, Nancy, I personally didn't blow any. No, you obviously can if you're oversizing on them. Just because it's winning strategies, right, doesn't mean that it doesn't take losses. And if on those losses you have it set to where it's oversizing and maybe taking too big of losses, you can definitely still blow accounts. It's not completely resistant to blowing accounts, of course. But with the proper sizing, things are working very well, and you can obviously run multiple strategies. I always recommend, though, if you're doing that, just have separate accounts for it. Makes it easier. If you're running multiple strategies on one account, that's where it can get a little sketchy and hard to manage. And so that's where, let's say you have 350Ks, you have a 2K drawdown on each one. You can just use one strategy on each account and size those accordingly to where the drawdown is not going to be exceeding what your drawdown limit is on your accounts there. So I've blown a funded account before, but not specifically with the automation stuff because I keep it so low on the sizing. We've all blown accounts. We've all blown fundeds though. Absolutely. It's the best way to do the evaluations. It's going to be different for everybody, in my opinion. I think starting out, if you're just trying to get funded for your first time, I have a little bit of a system that I use personally. For a 50K specifically, I always do it. This is if you're more of a beginner trying to pass, your first account. I always say it's healthy to start with the $250 risk on each trade with the 2K drawdown on a 50K account. That's where, you have almost about 8 trades until you blow that account. I would always allow myself max 2 trades per day. So max loss per day could be $500. But I would even maybe potentially size down on the second trade if I took an initial loss. So that's usually what I would do, aiming at for at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That means you're at least making $500 on each trade that you take for a winner, which means you should pass it in about 4 winners. Or 6 winners, sorry. Long math. And you have 8, you could literally, it's going to take you 8 losses in a row before you blow it. You shouldn't really be losing 8 times in a row, to be honest, with any strategy. But sometimes it just depends on what type of strategy you're running. But most strategies, you shouldn't really be losing 8 times in a row. So that's how I sized it. You can still, pass that account in under like 2 weeks. Just running that small of risk. Well, if it's a $3,000 target and you're making $500 on each trade, it's going to be 6 winners, boys.
Yeah, all on the screaming.
I've never found a pair of headphones that doesn't hurt my ears and my glasses.
Oh, I might take this short.
If you have losers, you can't get funded in 6. Yeah, I never said that wasn't true. 100%. I'm just saying it's possible to get funded in 6 trades. I'm just laying out the numbers there. I definitely lose.
All right, watch SPX puts here.
Don't be sorry, Brent. Losing is not a bad thing.
Q's weaker than SPY. 100%. Yeah, let's see if we can break this 21. Bring it down a little bit. QCOM's on fucking fire.
Losing all the time is a bad thing, especially if you're doing it like multiple times in a row. Which, again, with a proven strategy of any kind, it just shouldn't really be happening. CJ with the super chat. Let's go, baby. How do I get a funded account? You can go to, we have a bunch of prop firms in the description, and you can use code WOLFAT. We love Tradify. Tradify has accounts with no activation fee, so the only amount that you pay is the amount that you pay for the account up front. There's no other fees. So Those are probably some of my favorites. I love Alpha Futures accounts as well. The 0 accounts specifically on Alpha Futures also don't have an activation fee. Those are great. So use code WOLF. There's also Top Step. Top Step's great too. We've used Top Step plenty. They just have activation fees. They're going to be a little bit more expensive. So if you want to save some money, plus use code WOLF to get the best discount that they're running right now, save a lot more money with Tradify. I don't remember whether or not Tradify 50Ks or Alpha Future 50Ks are more expensive. I forget which one. Have to look. Top Step X platform has the best risk management features. The same features are, it's Project X. So the same features you can use on Tradify. You can also use on Alpha Futures because those are both Project X platforms. So the same features you have on Top Step, you have on those two as well. You just have to make sure that when you're buying the accounts, you mark it as wanting the Project X accounts and not another platform.
Sold a put credit spread on Qualcomm for earnings. $20 out of the money.
Yeah, One Texas. With my Tradify accounts and Alpha Futures specifically, I trade on Project X. It's the same platform as Top Step X. It's all the same. That's what Top Step X is. It runs on Project X there. So they are the most beginner friendly as well, like I'm saying. Also, what I love about them is when you get to the point where you do want to start linking accounts together, maybe you have, multiple trading accounts that you want to link together, meaning when you take a trade on one, it takes a trade on all of them or multiple accounts. That's what I do. So I'm able to, make more money and spread out my risk in one trade rather than like trade a bunch throughout the day. Even though you can do that, just depends on the style you want to do. But you can do that for free using the Project X platforms. A lot of other platforms, you might have to pay for external copy traders.
Fishy.
Project X, I can have 5 accounts on Tradify, say, oh, I want to link those all together, trade them all together, and do that all for free, which is nice.
Oh, freaking cucumber. Tesla, nice evening star there, just shy of the level, pulling back.
No link. You just, when you're signing up for accounts at Tradify or any of the prop firms we have listed in the description, you just use code WOLF. At Apex, you use code WOLFX. So you don't need a link. Just at checkout, use code WOLF.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come
Here you
on.
go, Casey.
Come on.
Trying.
Come on. Accelerate this candle. Come on. Accelerate it down.
Acceleration.
Come on. Accelerate it down. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Accelerate it down a little bit. Fucking cucumbers. Come on.
I wrote this project like an idiot, and now I have to sit in my goofy decision and fix it.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Let me get a
We're going to have our boy Jacob from the Luxago team hopping on here, the half-hour mark, too.
Let's go.
There we go. All right. Covering some. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right.
Yesterday when SPY dropped, it filled the gap after hours or pre-market. Do you guys consider that a gap fill? Yes, 100%. Price traded there. Doesn't matter what time it did it.
All right.
Doesn't matter if it was real session or not. For me, at least, because especially I trade futures. So all of, like, You guys will notice when I look at my charts, I don't have any sessions separated in terms of like pre-market after hours. Because nothing's different to me. It's the only sessions I want separated are Asia session, London session, New York session. And I'll like mark out all those levels. But after hours pre-market, especially when trading futures, that's all price action I need and want to see. It's all relevant. So absolutely that gap being filled is relevant in my opinion.
Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah, baby. There you go. There you go. There you go.
We'll watch the hood earnings into close too.
Oh!
Get him, Casey.
Fuck yeah! 95%. Hit 100. Hit 100, you piece of shit. Come on.
We all talk to it differently.
There it is. All right, 105% SPX.
Good stuff.
About 40 points there on NQ as well. Great short. All right. There we go. Fucking accelerate it. Come on. More. Fucking more. Yes, sir.
Did Minx blow on the chart? Probably.
Oh, shit. Look, if you just say accelerate it, the market makers hear you and they're like, let's just go ahead and give it to them. You know, it's end of day. There you go. All right. Holy shit. There it is. All right, 150. Look at this candle. Oh, shit. All right, that's the bottom of the zone. Oh, now the volumes start coming on these SPX contracts. They want to buy them at 200, but I bought them at 90. There you go. Couldn't have been more fucking perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't look like news to me.
No, this was just technicals.
That's just trading, yeah.
Yeah, that was all technicals.
Yeah.
Look at that. Couldn't have
news
more.
is when you see
snow.
some shit like freaking Path today, dude.
Nice. I played
That's
the
news.
SPX and Q's puts along with you guys. Nice job, DC.
Good job, dude.
Let's fucking go. So, here, I'll pull this up real quick.
We got Jacob in here now too. What's up, Jacob?
Yeah, that's looking good. Nice.
Oh wait,
Um,
is cam turned off?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's
yes,
good?
sir.
Hold on.
What up? What up?
What's up, squad?
How we doing?
Good, man. Good.
Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Dude, this restream's gotten way better. I haven't used it in a long time.
It's a bit better now. It's growing on me slowly. I'm an OBS guy, so I'm like,
It's-
you know, but it works. It gets the job done.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
our buddy Jacob over there?
It is, man.
What's up? Long time no see.
What's up? What's up?
Jacob's gonna do a little indicator breakdown.
I
for all
was
of
I was
us.
about to say I'm gonna give credit to Lux Algo real quick here though.
Yeah, you should hang out, Casey, because I know you're using a lot of their stuff too. So hang out.
So real quick, I'll go ahead and say for the Q short right here, look at previous day high.
Get that
I love
15
their
minute.
order blocks. I use the order blocks and look at the midpoint for the order block right here. Look
Yep.
where all these upper wicks are on QQQ for the reason why I took this short. Look at it.
All right, baby.
Beautiful right there. And look, here we go. They're breaking it down.
What's up, Imp? Yeah, dude. That 15-minute order block is money. That thing is.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think we've met over Discord, Jacob.
sorry, I didn't see who
I
was
do.
speaking there.
Hey, Joe. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, man? I think
Good,
BK is going to join us in a second.
Oh, good. Oh yeah.
FT
Yeah,
did
I don't know
Jen.
if Jacob,
Let's
you
go.
want to share your screen or if BK is going to, and we can dive into some stuff. But either way,
Yeah, I think we're going to go back and forth here. I don't know. We'll wait till he kind of jumps in.
no worries. Sounds good. Yeah, we're just watching things into the close here. Last 30.
Nice.
Been a hell of a day. It's been a decent trading week, and today was great too. We'll sell off into the morning, and then
Oh, yeah.
they just bought it right up and let that thing rip.
I mean, on
Sold off
the
all
daily, it's just hitting trend on daily. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect. They said
Oh.
BK said you need to let him up.
Let me see. Did he get in here? I mean,
Said-
Oh, there he
Dude. We
Got
might have
him.
sniped fucking top.
There he is.
There we go. I was hearing my name, but I couldn't speak.
I got you. I'm
BK.
just gonna hide the camera.
He's in.
But we got you, BK. We got the audio now. Let's go.
Shout out to Lux Algo. Let's fucking go.
Oh yeah, big shout out. BK, I don't know if you were gonna share your screen or Jacob if you wanted to. Casey, I know you've been watching the charts, but I think we're gonna do
Yeah.
a little indicator deep dive. But
100%.
Please stay around because I know you've got some good stuff and always been using the Lux Algo stuff. You have it all over your chart right now. I can see. So
Hell yeah.
I love it. I always hear you calling out equilibrium, and I'm like, he's using the
Yeah.
indicator. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Every day. Every day.
Oh yeah. Well, Jacob, what's happening on the indicator side of things? What's new? What's popping?
Yeah, man. I mean, we got a lot. I mean, obviously, you've seen the day-to-day with what Casey's using there. I mean, I'm right there with you, Casey. That the order blocks on 15 to 1 hour and daily time frames are always my favorite. But I'm big into the oscillator as well. I can share up. Hold on.
I got the screen up right now, or BK's at least. I got.
Oh,
BK's
that's-
up.
Yeah, BK's up. Yeah, BK.
If you want to grab it, you can, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, you can start. When we we want to talk about some new fun stuff that a lot of people may have seen, but we don't have a ton of breakdowns. We have an AI that actually can knows all of our indicators that can showcase some really cool strategies that can help you like find really awesome setups and really whatever asset you want. So I'm gonna go over that in a little bit, but BK there already has some of his favorite stuff up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
BK, you want to explain some of this stuff that you're going through here?
Yeah, I mean, I've got just one of the most exciting things about, I think automation and being able to kind of code out your strategies is getting to compound stuff. Like, you want bigger trends, to be aligned with high risk pivots you're taking. That's something I've been playing with a lot more lately, where I put in filters where I only want certain hyperwave pivots in the oscillator matrix to appear when they're aligned with one of the trend features, either Smart Trail, Trend Catcher, or Trend Tracer. Make sure if we're pivoting towards the same side of a larger trend, I want to catch that. And so I've been playing a lot more with those features and how to, build that strategy up into its own thing and
Look
only
at
take the
Ravian
trades.
today. What a
that align.
trooper! Gosh, killed it.
But yeah, that's Rivian. Yeah, absolute beast mode. I saw I think it was the daily. There's a big old pattern it jumped off of and just went from the bottom straight to the top. First was big. Yeah, you can see that
Oh
here.
yeah.
There's
Don't you
like
have that
ran
that
one,
new
two.
volume indicator as well that that kind of gives the potential volume influx
that's
in
one
the
of my
future? I wonder
favorites,
if that had any. I wonder if you could see anything there for Rivian. I'm curious.
That volume.
Let's see.
Yeah,
You
the
can
volume
see
surprise.
it's been
That's what it is.
running other than one. I think this was a little bit bearish of a week overall. Other than this week, you can see I have this smoothed out a little more than the default. I have it at 100 bars. It starts building its statistics from. But you can see majority volume has picked up ever since, was it August 1st has been pretty majority, a lot higher volume than statistical average. Like there are big spikes, around here, but when you see big runs, especially this indicator is brand new. So I'm still seeing more and more on what to expect on it. Like big runs like this, where it's just consistently running above average, is awesome to see. You see that down here as well. Some just really big runs. So I'm excited, to integrate this. I think I saw it has a hookup. So if you wanted to do something with automate, like a coded strategy, I think you can bring it in as a step on, see the external steps here. This is what's cool, is you can bring in external indicators, not just the ones from the algo you're on. You can bring that in. Volume surprise, there we go. So yeah, you can set rules for an alert, volume surprise, difference. I don't know what it would be, but if it crosses over, what do I expected volume is my guess. But yeah, so it does have the hookups if you wanted to set alerts or something like that.
Crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, I can turn over to Jacob. If you have any setups and stuff you want to show.
Yeah, Jacob, walk us through some stuff.
I'll go through my classics.
I remember on Spaces we'd always catch some fire setups from you calling out your stuff. So yeah, I wanna see what you've been looking at.
Trying to see what.
There we go. Got your screen up there.
Pulls up the whole thing. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I've always been NQ with you or ES, either one, future side. So far for what I would classically look at is usually divergences on the oscillator matrix and compare them like with the signals and overlays reversal zones. That was one of my traditional ones. I look at higher time frames now, but I know a lot of people these days love day trading, but don't negate higher time frames. I
always try and tell them, Jacob, like even if we're day trading, I'm always trying to be aligned with what's happening on the higher time frame.
Yes,
best
you
possible,
have to.
You know,
you have to.
And it doesn't mean you can't make money without doing that, but like we want to print money, we want to make big money. You know what I mean, and catch those solid moves. So.
For sure. Yeah, no, definitely want to always make sure you start probably on like the 4-hour daily, understand your daily bias, and then jump into these smaller time frames. For me, like honestly, I really liked using the reversal zones as you see here with your the divergences, because you can see that it does plot automatic divergences on the oscillator matrix. So really looking for more chop days. So in this case right now, we're in a massive trend for today. So you could use, like a typical like VWAP indicator, like a Bollinger Band, to kind of identify when it might be a choppier day. So like if we expand past the initial VWAP in the morning, and then touch into like a reversal zone, and then kind of reset, find some choppiness, and then hit divergence, something like this here. You can see the nice pacing off of that low on the NQ 1 minute there. It's really, you want to find, you can tell the difference here with the trend. It's like, it's not even, there's no sideways consolidation happening before a move occurs. It's just straight downwards trend. So there's no reason to even look at that. But if you look at the let me get rid of VWAP off here. If you look at the bands in this case, you got a little bit of consolidation. The bands aren't moving in a single direction, they're moving sideways. Then you finally get a signal on this extended movement to the downside here, and this is literally just using reversal zones and the divergences on the oscillator. So it's like, it's pretty much a good pairing, because these reversal zones are designed to look for extended price. And of course, we all know how divergence plays out. It's like, it's just the opposite, seeing a higher low on a oscillator versus a lower low on price. My headset just died. I was afraid that was going to happen. But also comparing it to the reversal zones, where you see here, they're not really expanding lower or higher. They're kind of just chopping a bit, can kind of help you identify certain zones where divergences might actually play out better. And utilizing that with the price action concepts can help as well, especially if you're doing higher time frame. What you can do, and this is the one with the order blocks, what you can do is actually up the time frame of the order blocks. So if you see volumetric order blocks here, I can change this to, let's say, like a 1 hour chart. So if I were to like go back in time to this period, I can see, are we entering like a crucial zone on the order blocks here? And at this case, we are not. So it's like, if I go to, let me go to like today again, where we rejected that 15 minute, right? Because it was also a 1 hour. So this is a 1 hour order block. I think I moved it to that. Yeah. So you can see here, we were rejecting that 15 minute that KC was noting on QQQ, and I think SPY was looking at. But you can see it was rejecting that 15 minute order block, as well as, guess what, a 1 hour order block. So this is actually something that I've also really liked with the price action. What you can do with the price action concept is you can copy this several times. And what I will do to really hone in on certain zones is you make the order blocks at different time frames. So we have 1 hour order blocks. Let's make another pairing that's a 4 hour order block. And let's make those, I don't know, let's just say those are the gold order blocks. And then let's go in here on the 1 hour. Let's make these white order blocks so we understand which time. And then the last one, let's make just like the 15 minute. So now what I can see is, where is overlapping occurring, right? So if I missed the, I think I messed up one of them. Let me see, 15 minute. There we go.
I think you're on hourly time frame. There you go.
There you go. Perfect. So here's me on the 5 minute, right? So I'm on the 5 minute here, and look what happened. This thing, the white is the 1 hour, and the red's the 15 minute. This thing went into the 1 hour order block, and then touched, guess what, the 15 minute. And look where it didn't expand past was the 15 minute. So you see these two stacked on a 15 and a 1 hour. It could indicate a much stronger zone that it might reject. And you can see exactly what's been happening already. And this from this middle of that 15 minute order block, we already have a 60-point drop, almost 70-point move there. You can see now we have 15 minute and 1 hour blocks forming together down here as well, to kind of hone in on a crucial zone. Now, you can see when we approach the 26-100 zone, we might see some type of reaction, because this is a very, very overlapped space. So there's a lot of price being traded in that area. So when we approach this zone, what I would want to look for is not just, blindly start firing off, sells from that area. I'd want to see some type of structure shift. You can see we're getting that now. Obviously, some of you probably trade even lower time frames. So you could even hone in on a lower structure shift if you were in a constant uptrend for a while, and getting that even here showed a nice little pullback as well. And this is where you could also indicate, or put in reversal zones to see if we're expanding into one on a different time frame, and see you can adjust them as well. For this case, since it's price action, you might want to just stick with price action and look at like the premium discount like they were using earlier. That can help a lot. You can see we're at equilibrium. So we are kind of out of that discount zone. So there could be some resistance coming into this. Since it was already in a lower low based on this BOS and created that change of character to potentially reverse the trend coming into equilibrium, there's probably going to be a pullback at some point. So finding that crucial zone, like this very, very strong order block stack is what I like to call them on the 5 minute here, makes a lot of sense for this thing to give you an option to reject. And there you go. I mean, premium got pushed because of this uptrend, but it's definitely showcasing that this is a current fib sequence that's potentially stretched enough to bring it back to at least reset a little bit before it continues its trend. But yeah, this one specifically has always been a fun one that I've always showcased because I really like to use it on higher time frames. And I'll usually go for like a 4 hour and a daily block. I get a third one in a daily because daily blocks are nice, especially looking at like a 1 hour or 4 hour chart. I'll make mine like purple or something, so I can go to a like a 4 hour analysis and then see, okay, where are we at? I was gonna see. I wonder what. Let me replay back to. Sorry if I'm moving my chart too much.
No, you're good. I know a lot of people are asking which indicators these are in the chat. These are price action concepts that we're using here. There's a bunch of different settings that you guys can use. And then we were using kind of comparing, we were using it in conjunction with signals and overlays, which has the reversal zones. So you can add that stuff on your chart.
Yeah, then this is just multiple replicated price action concepts adjusting the order blocks time frame, which is
exactly
it's pushing. So what's really interesting with this is if you are analyzing higher time frames, which you should be, I'm curious, like going. Oh, continue to last replay this.
Guys, this is all very similar to my trading, just slightly different represented like with the indicators. But you trade very similar to me, Jacob, using all of this stuff. It's just like we kind of get to the same place, just like slightly differently.
Sorry to interrupt, but
no, you're good. You got news?
Explore and sale. Oscar Sandy.
Heard that.
Continue, I got a question, Jacob.
Oh, you're good.
If you wanted to automate strategies like this, where would you start?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to go into actually. So
yeah,
good start there, BK. Good work. Yeah, so that's kind of where I wanted to branch into, and I know a lot of people are probably price action is a big thing right now. But to me and to us, it's getting into the development of deploying strategies, like being able to automate your systems and potentially automate ideas that you may have using our indicators. And so that's kind of what we've been building with the Lux Algos AI. And what this does is you can we have millions of strategies using all of our features built into this AI to where you can kind of build out a strategy just by asking simple questions. You could just ask it price action, but I talked about how I love the oscillator matrix. So, and a lot of us probably trade NQ. So like one of my favorite ones is like, I'll ask it, give me let's do 5 minute NQ strategy. Strategy that uses just the oscillator. If I can spell today. Matrix, which is that oscillator showing you with the divergences. And one of my favorite, I can actually put in my favorite features as well. So I like the hyperwave, which is like an RSI. And then the money flow is like a really crucial one. And let me see. Let's put confluence. And then we have a confluence as well that kind of helps like filter out.
Is this in TradingView or where are you doing this?
Yeah, so this is on our website at luxalgo.com/chat. You can access it via the homepage or like directly from the URL. And
That's
then
going to be
usually
so
like,
helpful for what we're doing because a lot like we're getting into a lot more automation and stuff like that. So being able to just kind of ask
I have
AI
runners
some
only.
strategies. That's,
and then you
huge.
can specify like how many trades you might want. So in this case,
Holy shit!
the dumping.
Casey's making money, baby. Let's go.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. You're good. Go ahead, Jacob.
Sorry guys, I didn't even realize it wasn't even showing my screen. Let me
You're good. I didn't know if you wanted to share that or not, but yeah, feel free to. Of course, you can. If you're on that tab, you should be able to just say share this tab instead at the top of the screen.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
should be
so.
There
There it is. Okay, so yeah, so here's the AI. So I was telling you what I was typing out there is give me a 5-minute NQ strategy that uses just the oscillator matrix with I like the hyperwave and the money flow, and then its confluence with at least 50 trades. So it'll return a strategy in our database. We have millions in there that are using all of our features that are going in real time. And so it kind of gives you the example, but the gives you like how it's performing already. So this is one that we can also replicate on TradingView, so you can go and view it within TradingView as well. So in this case, if I wanted to replicate this strategy on TradingView, it gives you a breakdown of how it is. I mean, this is a pretty decent strategy. It has a 58% win rate with a 9% drawdown. The profit factor is 3.57, which is pretty awesome. It's got average winning trade is 4,000. This is trading an NQ contract, so these are like more so longer held trades. But obviously you can have it trade micros as well if you wanted to. So in this case, if I wanted to replicate this TradingView, I follow these steps. It's like this one that uses the oscillator. Let me go to use the oscillator back tester. So you'll see here is Luxalgo back tester OSC. And so to make it very simple, I need to be on the 5-minute chart. You can see it already has something in there, but all I have to do now is just copy this code. If you read the directions, some of them might have multiple different indicators you have to add to your chart, but in this case, this one just uses the back tester. I can go into the back tester of the oscillator now, which is a separate.
Here, share. You can share your TradingView now.
Oh Lord, sorry.
I know you got to switch it. No, you're good. But I can see now. You just copy and paste that, right?
So yeah, you copy what I did there. We open up the oscillator back tester.
Yep.
All right, and then we can paste it in here, which is sick. Now you can paste this in.
Yep. Perfect.
And now, not all of them are like perfectly replicated. This one's pretty close, actually, wow. Which is awesome. So, because the data, especially for the NQ contracts, is different. We're gonna we have a really awesome launch coming this Black Friday. That's gonna help with making this a lot easier to fully deploy. But in this case, as you can see, like it's the initial back test was 58%. This one's at a 61%, so it's actually a little better, which is nice. This is saying 29% drawdown, but again, this is trading the NQ. Let's see what it looks like on the MNQ if we were to just be trading a single contract with that. And there you go. We have a $7,600 total P&L with a 74% win on our investment, and then a drawdown of 8% of only 1,000. And that's just a strategy that you can fully deploy directly from TradingView if you wanted.
Yeah. And you can also, with a lot of these like specific like automation platforms, like a lot of time we're using ClearEdge, and like on there you can have the strategy run on like a big dog NQ and then just tell it like trade the micros.
Yep.
You know, and do that, because I know sometimes, I don't know what it is, Jacob, but sometimes with strategies, like I know micros can slightly differ from the actual NQ contract, and it might change the strategy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But just little things.
Yeah,
like
yeah, we have a big update coming for this Black Friday that's going to fix that. Going to fix a lot of that, so it's going to be really easy.
Very cool. Excited for that. That'll be fun.
Strategies, which is nice.
But yeah, this is great. This is huge, especially for me. I want to just go in here and really play around. It's so easy. You can just tell it whatever you want. I want to actually run this specific specific strategy. Honestly.
You can use it on ES. You can use it on really any asset. Like this is an ES one. This was actually much better.
ES better, yeah, a little cleaner.
4% drawdown. But like I can ask it like, what assets do you offer? And it'll give you the list of all the assets. So like it's for Forex, crypto, futures, but it has like a massive library. You can actually save these strategies as well in your list, so you don't lose them. And from here you can literally, just like I said, you can replicate this on TradingView and then just fully deploy it and then be able to backtest further if you want, or just tweak it the best way you want. But yeah, no, it's nice. It took a long this morning at 1 a.m. Yeah, it just knew early, man.
It just knew early. Like you could have been sleeping.
You could have been sleeping. It's just other than this
awesome.
sell off right now.
Yeah, I love this. This is going to be very fun for me.
But yeah, no, I can continue on it if you want, or I know it's almost closed for you guys. So
yeah, we're getting into the close. We're definitely going to watch Hood earnings. But if you have anything else you want to touch on in this last few minutes, I'd love to hear it. And then I'm sure we're going to have you guys on again, and we'll deep dive a little bit more, because this is really good stuff, and I think it helps the audience a ton. So
yeah, essentially what with the AI right now is it fully understands all of the features. So like those order blocks, you can ask it like, give me a strategy with the order blocks, or I'm hoping soon we can for specific strategies as well. Like if there's these kind of conditions and you rather it run like on a different asset, you can ask it like, here's these conditions, like give me let me see it on Netflix, or let me see it on like crypto, or like Bitcoin, or the Euro USD or something. So you can literally these are all embedded, which is nice. I know a lot of people, especially in the US, just trade futures, but for you guys that trade stocks as well, it won't trade options now, but maybe someday. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, for now, it's mostly just going to be what you
trading
see.
Options would be crazy on something like this. A little bit tougher for sure, but
you never know. AI can do anything these days.
One day, just have AI read through the options chain and give you the highest probable contract or whatever it is.
Yes,
we are paid. We are paid.
Fully paid.
Let's go, Casey.
Let's go. Look at fucking
job, brother.
QQ right now.
Yeah, it's
we are draining. Oh my god.
Awesome. What's cool, I think, too, is like with
Look at that.
being able to hook up webhooks in these back-tested strategies, is you can, especially with like how prop firm accounts are so easy to set up, you can put different strategies attached to like different accounts, different sizes, all kinds of stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, when you go to deploy from TradingView, and some of you automate via really just the strategy tester, that's definitely the way to do it. You can then just send it to multiple different brokers if you want, or multiple different accounts all on Tradify, because that's what we all use pretty much if you're not using Project X or something. But I think
So for your strategy testing on the futures, do you guys take the continuous contract future kind of like as gospel, or will you zoom into a specific futures contract? Like zoom into just NQZ?
So it's taking the data from the continuous, so it's going to be compared to the continuous on TradingView. So just think of it as very similar to TradingView when backtesting. But when you are like a lot of these platforms, when you're trying to automate things, like you need to make sure that it's that it understands which contract that needs to be traded. So usually it's going to automatically send the current front running contract, but you can, in this case for now, it's just using the data from the similar to TradingView, which is the front running continuous contract. But in now because it goes back far enough to understand, like it wouldn't, the backtest wouldn't be as good if we just had it doing the current contract, I guess is what you would
Well,
say.
you go back far enough, and people aren't like the candles get really gappy and low
Yeah.
liquidity. They're just not traded.
They're weird. They're weird. Yeah, the question. I've always felt weird with TradingView's backtester, but I was curious if you guys had any insights on that. What you said makes total sense. Curious.
Yeah. Like I wish I could say more. I can't.
Yeah, I get it.
Not for that sake. It's more so like you'll in the upcoming Black Friday launch that we're having. There's going to be a really awesome change to how we go about that. So I just can't say anything about it yet. But it's going to be much more seamless for people to deploy strategies, which is going to be really awesome. You won't have any problems with deploying strategies directly from here, which is going to be a lot of fun. So very excited about that. I can't wait to test it and do a bunch of lives with hopefully you guys and some other places. But we're definitely going to be showcasing some stuff like that. Dude, this thing's just jumping.
Yeah, going to be some good stuff for sure.
I did post links to the indicators and some both our exclusive ones here and some free ones we covered in the YouTube chat, so be sure to check that out.
Perfect. Thank you, BK. I'll make sure next time I'll try to make sure we have that link ready too.
Did you post that, BK? I can post it with the Luxalgo account.
I did.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Good to go. Well, boys, pleasure having you on. That was a great deep dive. I want to do this again for sure and deep dive a little bit.
Next time
more
we'll have more time, so we don't have to go so fast.
Yeah, no, all good. You guys are free to hang out. We're just gonna watch the hood earnings because it's pretty close to after the close here. I think it's coming at the 4:05 mark here. So we're just gonna watch the reaction for a minute and hang out. So feel free, but make sure you guys in the audience are taking advantage of the Lux Algo indicators. There's a ton of free ones that we talked about, and then obviously some of the price action concepts and signals and overlays, some of the paid ones that are really good, as Jacob showed there. So
you can just go to luxalgo.com/library and there's all your free ones there. So
there's
hundreds of them.
I'm making myself a few strategies right now, just playing around with it.
My favorite one by far, and I'm sure you've seen, is the opening range breakout one. That's probably our most popular.
Gotcha. Yeah, pretty much. I've definitely seen a lot of people using that.
Yeah, so there it is with targets. Gives you those targets too. But yeah, here I'll send the screen over to you guys if you want to watch the.
Yeah, no worries. Here, Casey, did you want to pull it up or you want me to? I can throw it up.
What are you looking at?
I'm watching the hood earnings. That's it, and it'll close.
I got you.
So I'm getting ready to post that myself.
Yeah, you better get ready.
I'll catch you. I think I'll catch you tomorrow.
No worries, BK. We'll see you tomorrow, brother. Jacob, we got to have you on again too. It was nice having you on and talking. We haven't talked
man,
in a while,
I definitely. I've been so into this these strategies now that I'm like.
Well, yeah, you gotta get all that work done. I know it's probably not easy. It's probably a lot.
Well, I'm more so like, man, like, so when we're developing something around strategies, I'm sitting there like, why am I trading by myself? Why do I have to trade? I don't need to trade. I can just let something else trade for me. So that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past, like, the time since I've stopped kind of like manually trading. I've just been like setting up multiple systems so I just don't have to do it anymore. So this is going to make it so much easier.
Yeah. Solid. I think this would be a good little video we could clip up too, because talking about it is one thing on Spaces, but a lot of people didn't really understand how to set up some of those, as simple as it is, how to take some of those strategies and like set it up in their trading view. This video was a great little representation of that, because even me, I was like, oh, now I really understand it. It's pretty easy. So
yeah, if you want to like start from scratch, I would recommend like asking the AI to return a strategy using one toolkit, because then it kind of branches you into it, because then eventually you can use it to where it has multiple toolkits. But it replicates better with one at the moment. You can obviously, they all replicate fine. You just have to plug it in so precisely to make sure you got it all set up.
Yeah.
But it can be more difficult.
We got hoodie in about 13 seconds.
Let's see what we got.
Jordan,
please refer to Wolf main Twitter account for all things earnings.
Facts.
The SPX puts, when I said I had them at 90 and then I was selling them for over 100%. There's Hood. Hold on.
Ooh, Hood.
Where is it at? Where is it at?
Wiki.
Initial drop.
Hold on. Yeah. What's the? I know Qualcomm just came out. I saw that headline. I haven't seen Hood's come across yet.
Holy shit! There's literally my buyers going insane.
Oh boy.
Wow. What is it? What's the numbers?
Come on, Hood. All right, we got CFO retiring next year. Q3 EPS 61 cents versus estimate of 53 cents. Net revenue 1.27 billion versus 1.19, both beats. Q3 transaction-based revenue up 129% to 730 million. Net deposits 20.4 billion at the end of Q3. Expect 2025 full year adjusted operating expenses and SBC. I don't know what SBC is. 2.28 billion. Total platform assets up 119% to 333 billion in Q3. Increasing our investments in new growth areas like prediction markets. Wow.
That's like gambling.
So double beat and inside today's range still right now.
All right, we got Hood up.
Yeah.
And then we had Elf lift. What else just dropped? Everything dropped right now.
The entire market's dead.
Time passes when I'm on this with you guys. I've been
Ion Q. Does anyone care about that one?
Yeah, we can read them off though. Might as well.
Q3 revenue 9.86 million versus 27 million estimate.
It's ripping.
Q3 EPS negative $3.58. No estimate. Operating income minus negative 168.813 million. Net income negative 1.05 billion versus, I don't know, that one's confusing.
All quantum getting a pop on that.
ARM looks like it's out as well.
And then we got, ARM's out. I posted ARM on Wolf. Emp, if you want to read them, I just have to find all the other ones. DoorDash is out. DoorDash Q3 EPS 55 cents versus 69 cent estimate. That's surprising because I've ordered from them a lot.
I was about to say I order them like 3 times a day.
Yeah, literally. Well, I've contributed somewhat. Q3 revenue 3.45 billion versus 3.36 billion estimate. Orders increased 21%. Expect to generate combined sales for merchants and earnings for dashers well over 100 billion in 2026. Marketplace Gov increased 25%. Outlook 2025 depreciation and amortization expense of 700 million. Q4 adjusted EBITDA 710 million to 810 million. Expect Deliveroo to contribute about 200 million to our adjusted EBITDA in 2026. Very cool. Very nice.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna roll, but we'll be back on here soon. Talk about the hopefully around the Black Friday time because I really am excited for this launch. So hopefully we can get on and do some fun stuff.
Yeah, gonna be good. Gonna be fun, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, don't bleed too much from Hood there or Dash.
I know, right? We're just gonna hang out, watch this for a minute, and then be wrapping things up anyway. But appreciate you coming on. We'll talk soon.
I'll buy some Dash at 200. All right.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Oh yeah.
Peace out.
Where's Evan today?
Great question. I think he's on Stocks on Spaces right now.
Oh, I should probably join that actually.
Yeah, we're about to wrap this up anyway.
All right, I'm gonna go hop on there.
Sounds goody. Yeah, initial reaction down on some of our favorite names, but Quantum getting that pop. And kind of coming right back in on it, actually. So we'll see if that wants to continue or not. But what a day, ladies and gents. We're going to wrap things up. If you guys want more earnings talk, just get over to Stocks on Spaces on X. They're still live on X. So if you guys want to hang out and listen to more earnings chat, hop on over there. But that's going to do it for the stream today. We'll be back on stream tomorrow, probably around same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we'll see you guys then. We got Spaces in the morning. Got a busy morning of Spaces. It'll be fun. Got earnings chat, and then yeah, it looks like after the earnings chat that ends at 2 p.m. we'll hop on the stream and we'll close the day up with the stream. So everybody run some W's in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Later, guys.
Peace.